behind it. So again, we've seen these two gentlemen before, and we know that the experience belongs to Vann Corteza, who's been playing, as I said earlier, since 1993. Yeah. And Carlo Biado, of course, former number one player in the world. We're going to talk about him later on when we see him. This is, of course, winner's break. And it's very surprising at this point that our scoreline is 20-17, and we have a winner's break. So I didn't expect it to be that close. And the players were saying it's about the way the table was breaking yesterday.
Yep, it's still anybody's game here.
Yeah.
Very close score, 20-17.
4-ball and a little bit of a draw shot there to get to that 5, and probably a little follow to get to the 6. So no layout problems here so far for Vann Corteza.
Roll on the 5 and 6 on the side pocket.
So as we mentioned, Vann Corteza's decorated career. Aged 41 already, just turned 41 last March. And of course, nicknamed Van for those in our international audience. Not very familiar with this gentleman, but he has an impressive resume. And comes up just okay for the angle on that 9. Of course, coming out the winner in the 2020 Derby City Classic in the 9-ball category. Also dabbled in the straight pool championship as well. With 10-ball, ooh, that's a little too close to the side pocket.
He flirted with the side pocket there.
A little early jitters here. I don't know if you played against Vann Corteza before, but he's very calculating.
Vann for his last ball, and he gets it. The first point goes to Vann Corteza.
That'll make it 20-18. So that is going to cut the lead of Carlo Biado down. And since it is winner's break, Vann Corteza will be breaking again. And I believe at this point, AJ, whoever solves the riddle of the break is going to have an advantage.
A huge advantage.
Yeah. And you've been playing for 5 years. You know exactly how to handle the break in 10-ball. But talk about the cushions that we were just talking about earlier. What difference does it make now that you're having a thicker cushion? There's one that's supposed to be meant for 9-ball, and then they're playing 10-ball here.
I think it's a thicker cloth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, compared to
you're right. Cloth.
The ones we're used to. So I think it's going to affect the ball, the speed of the ball.
Yeah, we're talking about the table dynamics, of course. Gone were the days when the lights that were being used were the hot lights. That really influences how the balls roll on the table. Now we're using all of these LED lights because of the technology, and it's actually also great to see these players in the middle of this pandemic, just getting together and playing once again here. It's been a while since we've seen a lot of these players.
Yeah, that's right.
So this will be another break coming up for Vann Corteza. Again, the first rack, it was Carlo Biado who was breaking since he won the last game in day number 1. But one of the rules, of course, in 10-ball is that when you have a break, 3 balls, minimum 3 balls, have to cross the head string. And that didn't happen on the break of Carlo Biado earlier. Here comes Vann Corteza now.
With an open bridge. And the cue ball gets off the table.
And the breaks of the game, some things that you really can't control. And Vann Corteza not liking what he sees there. And this gives an opportunity now for Carlo Biado with a wide open table.
A very wide open table, yeah.
Carlo Biado, once again, former number 1 player in the world.
So he's currently ranked number 1 right now?
No, he's actually number 13.
Number 13 in the world.
That's last February 7th, but he was a former number 1 player in the world. Also won the 2017 World Championship, the World 9-ball Championship, one of the most coveted tournaments. And hopefully one day we see AJ Ong on that level. It's not impossible.
Well, let's see.
And there have been a lot of people who started out as amateurs and then just moved on to become really, really great players, especially in the Philippines.
Yes. And, of course, Filipinos love the sport.
Yes.
And big thanks to all the people who were who's behind this Sharks
yeah.
9-ball showdown and 10-ball
Yeah.
challenge.
Big shout out, of course, to Hadley Mariano
And Perry
the rest of his
Mariano as
team,
well.
and Mr.
Yes.
Perry Mariano, who many consider the godfather of billiards in the country. So again, no problems on the layout here for the 37-year-old from La Union, Carlo Biado. As opposed to Vann Corteza's style, which is very fast around the table, very calculating at the... Carlo Biado's style is just like he's really deliberate in every shot. I mean, no matter how obvious the shot is, he's really going to take his time. Same rhythm all the time.
That's right. It's more of personal preference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we've been around guys. I've been around guys before who shoot like there's a time limit, like a 10-second time limit. Like, Luke Salvas and Tony Drago.
Tony Drago, yes, from Malta.
They shoot really fast.
Very, very fast.
But again, there is a shot clock here. It's 45 seconds. Hasn't been a factor for some of these players, and it's a good strategy there for Carlo Biado.
Hit the 9.
Yeah. Making that not too much of a problem. And of course, a lot of people are saying he probably played a 9-10 combination, but AJ, these pros would prefer not to play combinations.
Yes. They can put the cue ball anywhere they want.
Goes around.
And lands perfectly on the 9.
That's right. Went around 5,000 rails to get to where he is.
Very nice control.
So again, another break of serve coming up here with Carlo Biado, who fouled on his first serve, and then foul on Vann Corteza pocketing the cue ball, and we're back on track, 21-18.
Yes. And since this winner's break format, Carlo Biado will break again.
But again, the break has been a riddle, still unsolved by these players.
Yes.
And whoever gets to that first, I remember there was also a match once that between Yang Xing Shun and Dennis Orculio, which is also a winner's break, and it ended up really, really close. If I'm not mistaken, 50-48.
50-48.
Very glad that was a winner's break too.
Wow.
That was here in Manila a few years back. So that was also surprising because it was a 9-ball. That was actually 9-ball. So it's supposed to be a lot easier. But again, the tables play differently wherever. But I'm sure these two gentlemen, they were here very early today. Trying
to get the feel of the table.
Trying to get the feel of the table. There's Troy Danao. Well, that's not Troy Danao though.
It's our model, Cassie.
One of our two models, hardworking models here where we are at Sharks. This is going to be a break that will find the 8 dropping in. So, Carlo Biado, how is this layout for him right now?
I think he's going for the 1-2 combination, I guess. But he needs to control the 1 ball, though.
Yeah.
And the cue ball as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty long combination, though. But just so that he can stay on the table.
And he tries to duck.
Yeah. Now, in 10-ball, jump shots are not really... Well, you can't jump from this angle anyway, so...
Well, it's possible, but it's not an easy job. A cut shot on the 1. Or maybe he's going for the kick.
Yeah, there's no direct path to that 1 ball from the 2 at this point. So this is where it becomes a chess game, and this is where you like to see these pros. How do they approach this? So counter safety, hiding behind that clump of balls down there. Does he make it, though?
Barely makes it.
Yeah. Looks like Carlo might have a shot at this one, though.
I'm not sure at this angle.
Yeah.
Where do you think it goes?
Yeah, it looks like it could. Again, these pros would rather play safe than take a reckless offensive shot. So, yeah, he opted to play safe and does try to get behind that clump of balls. That's a fortunate hit there on that 7, making it more difficult now for... So what's the escape here of Corteza?
I'm not sure, but maybe he's going for the 2-rail kick.
It's a Z kick, though, if he does that. And you're still calling the shot, even if you know it's a safety. So he calls 1 at the corner.
Vann Corteza going airborne.
Yeah. He's going to jump over this clump of balls right here. Does make contact, but where does the cue ball land after that? Well, that's a pretty decent result.
Yeah. He's fortunate there. Not leaving any shot on the 1.
So their scoreline now at 21-18 in favor of Carlo Biado. No matter what you say, you want to stay at the table, but there is no offensive option, it appears, at least from the angle we're looking at.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Nice shot from Carlo Biado.
Yeah. And this practically eliminates the jump shot here. I'm not quite sure how he's going to go for a 2-rail kick, it appears, or maybe he can just go for
See
1.
the 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Just thins the 1 and leaves it there.
Oh, yeah, there was a shot.
Maybe hides it behind the 7, and he does.
What a touch!
What a
there.
shot!
What a touch from Vann Corteza. Considering this is a table that they're still struggling to understand. He played that with excellent
you're
speed.
having a hard time figuring out the speed.
Yeah,
and the break as well.
Exactly. So Biado's going to call 1 ball in the corner pocket. Of course, that's not where it's going. He's just going to try to make contact. 2 rails, perhaps. And there's 1, 2.
Oh, he misses it. So it's an open table for Vann Corteza, or maybe he's trying a
110? No.
110 combination.
We'll see.
think.
We'll see if he prefers the 110. It's off angle a bit, but yeah, he's just going to try to clean it up.
Yep.
So again, combinations are cool to see, but when you're playing against this high a level of a competition like Carlo Biado, former world number 1, you want to be sure. And when he does clear the 1, there are no problems actually with the layout.
Yeah, so far no problem.
Yeah. Let me ask you, AJ, what got you into this sport 5 years ago?
Well, my dad has been playing since he was a kid, so when I turned 18, he tried to get me into the pool scene.
Uh-huh.
But at that age, I wasn't kind of interested yet.
Okay.
So when the time came that I was going outside now and drinking and everything, it all started there.
It goes well with drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's a little bit of a draw shot there for Vann Corteza.
Perfect position on the 3.
Yeah.
I think the 4 doesn't pass the 7, right?
Or could probably draw it once again and take it to the other corner. Yeah, he's clumping down on that. Oh, just plays a stunner. I'm not quite sure where he's going with this one, though.
Yeah, the 4 passes, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. It does pass.
Just overcooked a little bit.
Yeah.
The cue ball.
Yeah, it looks like a clean pass. Didn't even have to cheat the pocket. He's right on line with the 5. Again, positioning in this sport, a lot of people overlook it. It's just not a matter of pocketing these balls. It's a matter also of how to prepare for your next shot. In the case of the pros, 3 shots ahead.
3 shots ahead.
Yeah. And he has a long way to travel to get to that 7.
6 to 7 is the key shot of this rack.
Not a problem.
And he lands perfectly.
So again, it's not much of a lead, just a 3-rack lead for Carlo Biado over Vann Corteza. And this race to 40.
Yes, race to 40
today.
Yeah,
you love these epic matches between 2 almost evenly matched pros. And it's great that, we're seeing a lot of this on the local side, of course, from Sharks, getting the sport of billiards back in. We've seen a lot of that from, as you mentioned, the predecessors before, talking about Efren Bata-Reyes, Django Bustamante, Amang Parica.
Mm-hmm.
As Vann Corteza now comes 2 racks down after pocketing that 10. And so many variants, of course, of the sport have come through the years. You know, the first, or at least my first insight on pool was straight pool,
Uh-huh.
15-ball rotation. But then you had games like 9-ball come in. A 9-ball is like the Texas Hold'em of billiards, because that's one of the fastest games, the most exciting games also. But a lot of people are going to say there's an element of luck that plays in the sport of 9-ball. And 10-ball is sort of like the hybrid of the two, because you have to call every shot.
Yes, call shots, and I think what's that again? So in 10-ball, there's call shots, and there's no golden break.
Yeah. There's
On the last ball.
Pretty much like 8-ball as well.
Yeah.
If you pot the 8 in 8-ball, it just comes back out. I mean, it's not that you win the match or anything, but 9-ball, yes, there is a golden break. So that's what made it a lot easier to cover, at least on television.
And I think that's also one of the reasons why they decided to get a slower cloth for this table.
Yeah. Well, that helps in 9-ball. Here in 10-ball, of course, Vann Corteza with the break. And we'll be getting the wing ball down. So that's a positive sign in terms of understanding the break. If you can get that wing ball to drop consistently in a winner's break, you got a big advantage.
It's a very huge advantage.
Yeah. And again, with that break, it's a pretty open table right now. The key shot here would be from the 1 to the 2.
I think I can't
make
it. I can see it in this angle though, but I think the 2 goes to the corner pocket right there.
May squeeze between the 8
and the 7.
And the 7, yeah. Well, time was when the 7-ball was brown. Now we're still trying to get used to the aqua 7-ball.
Yes, or the teal.
Yeah. That's a nice
7.
It's a teal ball.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. It does fit. Stop it right there for the 3. Oh, he actually just broke those 2. I'm not quite sure if he intended to do that.
Yes. Well, I think there's no problem here anymore. 3 to the 5. 5 passes between the 10 and the 7.
Can guarantee you, Vann Corteza, his heart skipped a beat when that one. And Carlo Biado is just looking on right now, thinking, how lucky was that?
Yes, guess 2 balls right there.
And he's going to have to try to do this again, this time with the 5 now, trying to go in between the 7 and the 9. And he's going to be stretched out over the table. Remember, we're playing with the 9-foot tables here. Yeah, Vann Corteza is a pretty tall guy. He's about 5'8", 5'9". No problem with that. And he's starting to understand the speed of the table. He knows how slow it is, so he played that with a little bit more pace, and he's perfect on the 6.
Yeah. And I think Vann's going to get this.
Well, it all depends on how he lands on this 7. He's going to be okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's okay. So Vann Corteza about to close the gap. He's down 2 racks right now. 21-19. Trying to make it 21-20, and it's still breaking. That's how the slowness of the table
is a little short.
Drive you crazy.
He fell a little short there. But this is a manageable 8 to the 9 position for Vann Corteza.
They hit these shots really strong on purpose, because they just want to make sure that they get the table speed right.
Yes.
Moving forward.
Exactly.
He didn't have to shoot it from this angle, but he just wanted to see how fast the table was playing.
Perfectly shot.
This 10 to cut the lead down to 1. 21-20, and here comes the veteran, Vann Corteza, the 41-year-old. Just 1 rack away from
Just 1 rack away.
Yeah. Yeah, 21-20 at this point now. And there's there's a walking live score right there. There are two live scores. Yeah. Yeah. So once again, going to the break now for Vann Corteza. Vann Corteza, of course, a Davao City native. That's in the southern part of the Philippines. There's another great pool player who hails from Davao as well in the name of Gandhi Valle. If you remember Yang Valle, 1998 gold medalist in the Asian Games. And this time the break
A dry break.
Kind. Yeah, it's not kind to him.
A dry break from Vann Corteza.
This brings up Carlo Biado, who just sprung out of his chair seeing this opportunity now. So it would be, the 1 to the 2. He's just going to go around probably 2-3 rails to get to that one. And he's looking at that 4-9 combination already. So he's planning like 4 shots ahead.
I think he's going to carom the cue ball on the 4 to the 9.
Yeah, that's right. And at least he breaks that problem nicely.
There you go, nicely done.
But by doing that, he gives himself a very difficult shot on the 1 now.
Yes, a huge problem.
And the cue ball is almost frozen to that short rail, so he's going to have practically half the ball trying to control where the cue ball goes if he decides to go offensive.
Yes, but I think he's going to try to hide the ball instead.
Which makes sense because this is a pretty low percentage shot from this angle.
And I think not a guarantee on the 2 as well.
Yeah. He's just calling the 1 to the corner. Just
to make sure.
Just calls it, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, he almost got it, too.
Yeah.
But that's what we were saying here, AJ. That's a low percentage shot to take from that distance.
And to be able to control the cue ball.
Yeah. Well, controlling the cue ball, he got that part.
Yeah, he got that part.
It's just making the 1 ball. It's making the object ball. And sometimes you see these armchair audience members saying that, you're looking at a straight shot and he misses the straight shot. And say, how can he miss that? It's straight.
Yeah.
It was because of the preparation that he was looking at. That's why he missed it.
Yes.
But in this case, that was really a tall order. And, well, that's just a wide open table now for Vann
Corteza.
Yeah. And of the 2 players today, Vann Corteza is the one who's understanding the speed more of these tables. Why? Because he's staying more at the table than Carlo Biado. So he's getting more experience points as the match goes on. Might be a little too straight on this 4, though.
Yeah, very manageable angle here. 4 to the 5.
Yeah, go backwards. No, he's
Top
actually
English.
going forward. Yeah, top English just to avoid the 8. Again, sometimes it's just the preference of these players. Just looking at how they want their shots executed. That's why it's really interesting when these pros pair up in Scotch doubles, and they have to do a lot of communication because they might have different approaches.
Yes, exactly.
There will be no problems here, at least from this layout for Vann Corteza. We're about to be tied.
Yes, 20 all, right?
Yeah, 21 all, actually.
21 all.
Yeah, so all the work that Carlo Biado did in the first day to lead by 3 racks about to go out the window. And again, the more time Vann Corteza spends at this table, the more he figures things out.
Yes.
And he's starting to stroke it with confidence, too. I mean, that could have been a draw. He played a stun off 1 rail. Just he understands how it's working and Yeah, he's getting more confident by the minute, and this should be a concern now for Carlo Biado because Vann Corteza, once he sinks this 10 ball, will be breaking for the lead.
Again.
Yeah, will be breaking for the lead now.
And Vann Corteza gets it.
Yeah.
21 all.
21 all.
Yeah. Tied now at 21. But not to take anything away from Carlo Biado. I mean, he's been there. He's an
One hell of a
experienced-
player. Yeah.
One. And you know you've been in the industry too long when you start to cover Carlo Biado as a teenager. That was
Really?
a long time. I
Really?
covered him as a teenager, and he was like 19. I think he was starting out. Now he's 37. So, well, we are tied now at 21. And some of the young guns, of course, of Philippine Billiards, of course, now led. At 37, we still call him a young gun.
Young gun.
Carlo Biado, because the guys he's trying to catch up are guys like Dennis Orculio, of course, Vann Corteza, some of the predecessors, Roberto Gomez.
Superman Roberto
Yes,
Gomez.
Superman. They've been in the industry for quite a long time as well. Yeah, but Carlo Biado's blazing his own trail right now. I mean, he's leading that next generation.
Break.
Of course, with the retirement of Efren Bata Reyes and Django Bustamante not really playing in a lot of tournaments nowadays, the question is who's going to be the next
Efren Bata and Django.
the next god
of pool, a Filipino pool.
Yeah, that's right. The one ball goes down into the side pocket. So earlier was the wing ball and then the one ball now. It looks like he might have a shot at this two. And if he does, this table's open.
Yes, exactly. I think the 7 is kind of on the way, in the way of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Well, he is taking his time, so that might be an issue. That 7 ball might be partially eclipsing this deuce. No, that's a tricky angle we were looking at. But
yes, exactly.
again, the speed of the table. You don't want to be this far off from the 3. You try to thread it down. Wanted to be a little straighter on that.
I think he's going for the defensive approach here.
Yeah, it's something that Vann Corteza did not want to have happen, to bring Carlo Biado back to the table. And his defensive options are limited as well. He's got to make sure that that cue ball and the 3 ball are separated by distance. Oh, decides to go offensive. What a shot there.
Nice shot, but hooked himself with that 8 ball.
Problems are starting to mount now for Vann Corteza. He's calling for a 4-5 combination. Just makes contact with the 4, but he's going to give the whole rack away by doing that.
Open table for Carlo Biado.
Yeah, and sometimes, going for that offensive shot, throwing caution to the wind actually cost him. He did make that incredible shot on the 3, but as you mentioned, got hooked on the 4.
Now this is Carlo's chance to get used to the rack and to get used to the table. 7, 6 to the 7.
Yeah, that's quite automatic already at this point.
Draws that cue ball, and
Well, he's still okay.
yeah, still okay there.
Collided with the 8 ball. He needs a little bit more legs though, but he'll be fine with that. Need 2, 3 rails, probably 3 rails around to get
the
to
10
the
and
9.
9.
Yeah. So this score was tied just a few moments ago. Carlo Biado is going to reclaim the lead.
With 1 point.
Yeah.
There you go.
22-21 now for Carlo Biado in this race to 40.
Yes.
And it seems quite daunting. You're going to play 20 matches in day one and then 20 matches, or race to 20 matches in day one and race to 20 matches in day two. But look at this. These two gentlemen are just happy to be back competing at the
Yes.
table in this world-class facility that we have here at Sharks.
Yes. Great lighting and,
Yeah.
of course, the table, Brunswick
Yeah.
Golden
Yeah.
Crown.
And kudos, of course, to our production crew also for all these excellent shots that we're showing to you on an international level right now. And you are watching two of the best in the world go at it. So it is a treat for everybody, especially our friends from overseas who want to scout these guys. I've been watching on Facebook. Shane Van Boning actually has a practice site. He just goes live and just practices. And then people watch. And then you'd be surprised you see 700, 800 people watching Shane Van Boning practice. So
I'd watch too.
yeah, I'd probably stay there for about half an hour until he starts, just going off and taking a break. So Carlo Biado, speaking of breaks, he hasn't figured this out yet. Will this be the break that changes everything for him? Remember, it's winner's break.
Oh,
Ball gets kicked, though. It got
yeah,
kicked.
cue ball got kicked
Yeah.
on the corner pocket. Very unfortunate
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Carlo Biado.
That's just a matter of luck also sometimes. There's some of the stuff that you can't control.
Yes, the breaks of the game.
Yeah. Well, it did happen to Lee Vann Corteza earlier as well. And again, because of the magnitude of the break. Remember the time in 9-ball when you could have a soft break. It'd be okay to have all of these balls clumped together. I remember Steve Davis just having a very, very soft break, and then be his strategy to have all these balls clumped together. But in the rules of 10-ball now, or even in 9-ball, 3 balls have to cross
the head string.
Yeah. So that means that you have to break really hard, and this opens up the table. Now, if you leave the table to your opponent, it's an open table.
Yeah, and it makes the game harder.
Yeah, that's true. So breaking is no longer part of the strategy. Breaking is just to get a ball in, and then try to run it out.
He's trying to roll the 4 on the corner.
Yeah.
For the 5, just setting right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for Lee Vann Corteza, if he gets this, we're going to be tied again at 22. And he'll be back to break, and he's had the advantage today of studying this table more. Oh. One of the beauties, of course, of this sport is that when you travel all around the world, it's different tables, different conditions.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes they even make the pockets smaller. I mean, we're playing with standard pockets, but there are some tournaments where it's like 1.5 balls.
Yeah.
Looks like a snooker table.
Like a snooker pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Joy tables from Taiwan or China.
Right. That's right.
Forgot. Yeah. Chinese 8 ball.
Yeah.
Pool, yeah.
Really, really small pockets that, you can hardly cheat them.
I think Jason Shaw owns one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. For practice.
Well, Jason Shaw, one of the best potters in the world.
Wow, and just like that, Lee Vann Corteza cleans the rack.
And we're going to be tied again at 22. Just stop it, draw it back about a couple of inches. He just chose to stop it as well. So now it's going to be 22 all in this race to 40. And another victory here for Lee Vann Corteza. Of course, these pros are going to be seeing each other again. Not these two particular pros, but I believe on the 30th we might have another showdown between two billiard pros here, Philippine pros.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to encourage everybody to just follow the site right now for Sharks on Facebook, where you're watching us right now. And I believe we do have some sponsors that we have to say hello to.
Yes, our sponsors, V Lugaw ng Cubao, and
Great
Aqua V,
Yeah.
and Lulu's Apple Pie.
Oh, wow.
And of course, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu.
Mm-hmm. We could use some apple pie right about now.
Yeah,
that'd be
me
great.
too.
Yeah. Right after having some of that Lugaw from
Yes.
Lugaw as well. There's Vann Corteza.
For those who don't understand what lugaw is, it's porridge.
Yeah, rice porridge.
Yeah, rice porridge.
Well, in Vlugo, they have an interesting combination. They put all sorts of additional stuff, like, innards of the
Innards,
pork.
yeah.
It's really entertaining, but the adventure continues on the break.
Yep.
For Vann Corteza. It's going to be dry.
A dry break again.
Now, there is a place to run and hide now. I don't believe there's a push shot in 10 ball. Is there still a push shot in 10 ball? That only applies to 9 ball. There is a place to hide here for Carlo Biado. Oh, he just chose to play distance, but he's going to give up. Actually, it's a full ball for Carlo.
Ball hit,
A full ball for Vann Corteza. What do you think he's going to do here?
I think he's going to thin the 1 and just leaves the 1 there. And then takes the cue ball right around this area where the 2 is. Or
play the safety on the other side. However, he did not expect the 1 to hit the 8, and that just sells the shot. And
another open table for Carlo Biado.
Yeah, these little shots are really, these little mistakes can determine the outcome of this entire match.
Could cost him the match as well.
That's great speed.
Perfect.
Just great speed. But now Carlo's looking at it a long time now because he wanted an angle to come up for the 3.
And he's going to be forced to draw the cue ball.
He's 2 straight on this, so if he plays a stun shot right there, he's going to have to hide the 3. He wants to stay at the table for as long as he can. Yeah, there it is. 2 straight on this 2 ball. Big draw coming up now for Carlo Biado. Actually ran into the 7 as well. That's just a great shot.
Great shot from Carlo Biado. And very fortunate too.
Yeah. I don't think part of the plan was running into the 7.
Yes, exactly. 3 to the 4. This is going to be an ABC rack for Carlo Biado.
I agree with you. Well, the pocketing of this gentleman from the northern part of the Philippines, La Union province. There's actually quite a bit of, La Union's becoming quite a popular place, not only for surfing, but also for a lot of billiard players coming out of that area as well. Yeah. And he does get that angle to land. He's just playing a natural angle now. He can just land on that 7 easily. Again, this wide open table is going to give him the lead back once again. And you can also see how slow the table is playing. We don't have to tell you how slow it's playing. You can actually see it by the way. It's like there's a lot of sand on the table the way it's being played, but no problem for Carlo Biado as he reclaims the lead now 23 to 22 in this race to 40.
23 to 22 in favor of Carlo Biado.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to take I thought we were going to take a break because there you go. They just updated the score, and that is correct now, 23 to 22. In favor of Carlo Biado. These ladies seem to be having a lot of fun here.
Yes, exactly.
Don't you think? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is Cass, right?
No, this is Angel.
This is Angel, and that's Cass.
And that's Cassie right there.
Yeah. And that's Troy.
Our official...
sexiest man around. Yeah, Troy Dano
official
has been
referee
in the industry a long time as well.
Yes.
Philippines not only producing a lot of great pool players, but also a few pool referees as well.
Yes. And Troy is also one one heck of a player too.
Oh, pretty sure. Yeah. He has that Tony Drago vibe around him, if you know what I mean.
Looks like Tony.
Yeah.
but doesn't shoot like Tony.
I don't think he plays as fast as Tony. I don't think anybody, even Luke Salvas, can play as fast as Tony Drago. So.
Yes.
And there's a ball down.
Okay, and an open shot on the 1.
Yeah. So key now here would be the 3 to the 4, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem because 4 does pass.
He just
the
needs
9.
to control this shot on the 1
Yeah.
to the 3.
Took something.
Kills the cue ball.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nicely done by Carlo Biado.
Yeah, and he's just going to shoot the 4 into the side pocket as well. Also, you trying to get the feel of the speed of the table. He didn't have to play with the spin for 2 rails. He could have just stopped it right there, but he's just trying to get his rhythm back because, Vann Corteza has...
he could just stun that 4 ball, right?
Yeah, right. Vann Corteza has, if we use a football term, time of possession has been in his favor because he has been at the table longer, and this is the time now for Carlo Biado to not only get his rhythm back, but also to get a 2-rack lead once again.
And goes to show that this match is really evenly matched.
Yeah. Can't think of 2 other gentlemen. Probably if we did a 1-pocket tournament featuring Efren Batarez and Django Bustamante, we would have 6 hours of coverage and we'd enjoy it. Wow. Those 2 guys, I mean, when it comes to one pocket, they're just amazing. Although Dennis Orculio, of course, is one of the best at that right now.
Yeah, and I think he won recently.
Yeah, he did.
Nine ball on the side.
Carlos starting to figure out the speed of this table now. It's not going to be good news for Vann Corteza as Carlo Biado is going to be breaking. This is the first break and run out that we've seen in this in day 2.
This is bad news for Vann Corteza.
Yeah.
Because Carlo is getting used to the speed.
And this one again is Angel.
Yes.
Angel. Declaring Carlo Biado ahead now.
24.
Yeah, 24
and
to
Vann 22 points.
Somebody must be telling jokes there at the side because every time Angel comes out and delivers the ball, she's laughing.
She's laughing, or maybe
Must be Troy Dano.
she's very happy right now.
Well, I'm sure Troy Dano is very happy to be where he is right now. Being the referee of this match, of course.
Yes.
And 24 to 22. So Carlo Biado now had a break and run out earlier. Can he do it again? Oh, another ball drops. Yeah, he's starting to figure this out. Well, next year we're going to have a matchup. This is a dream matchup, Philippines versus Taiwan. And it's going to be a 16. There's also going to be a 16-player tournament, invitation only, coming this January. And Dennis Orculio taking on Shane Van Boning in
for
a
rematch
next year. And boy, these are the things that we look forward to here from Shark. Those are quality matches.
Very, very quality matches.
16-player tournament. That'd be great. But again, Philippines versus Taiwan, Philippines versus Chinese Taipei, whatever your preference is.
It's like a Moscone Cup.
Yeah, that could be. You could be right.
Asian version of the Moscone Cup.
Yeah, that was a time, as I was saying earlier, it was Dennis Orculio against Yang Ching Shun. That drew a lot of people. I mean, I'm not quite sure if we're going to have audience members here. Obviously not, because where we are right now, we're in a closed environment. But that would be great. Philippines, Taiwan, and then Shane Van Boning against Dennis Orculio. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yes.
So we are on the cusp of another break and run out. And that's a danger here of somebody like Carlo Biado. Once he finds his groove in a winner's break, that's going to be very, very difficult.
Yes, and very, very dangerous for Vann Corteza.
Yeah.
5 to the 6.
That was...
This is the 5.
Yeah. He needed to get from the 5 to the 6. That was a key
very,
shot.
very tall order
Yeah.
to get the cue ball on the 6. But now he left Vann Corteza with an open table now and an easy shot on the 5.
And you can't call that jitters for Carlo Biado. That was just a shot that he
Missed.
trying to get position.
And goes to show that our players are just human beings.
That's true. That's true. We've seen that a lot of times from the best of them. Not only from the Filipino players, even on the international scene. You know, guys like Ralph Suke, you know, Thomas Engert, Torsten Homan, they have their moments where they just
missed easy shots.
Yeah. But that was not an easy shot, by the way.
Yeah, but it was a very difficult shot.
Vann Corteza has got to get his bearings straight here once again. He didn't expect to be back at the table. I guarantee you that. He was already chalking up. This is going to be a 3-rack lead. But did not expect to be back at the table for this rack at least. Yeah, whatever happens here, he's going to have a long shot at this 8 ball. Now he's going to try to threads it behind the 10. It looks like he was going to make contact with the 10. When
almost
he did
made contact with that 10.
Yeah. And great understanding of the speed now for the 41-year-old Vann Corteza.
There we have it.
Yeah, the lead's going to be dropping to 1 rack once again in favor of Carlo Biado. Once again, a race to 40. And Carlo Biado's got to look for his happy place right now.
Yes.
He's just looking up and saying, how could I miss that? But again, that was a preparation shot, and you've seen this happen. This has happened to you also before?
A lot of times.
More probably than
a lot
Carlo
of times,
Biado.
for sure.
Yeah. But Carlo Biado still has that lead, 24 to 23, against Vann Corteza. Battle of the Masters here at the Sharks 10-ball challenge. And someone told a joke again to Angel.
Maybe she's just very happy to be here.
I'm sure they're all very happy to be here in the middle of this pandemic. I mean, how have you been, AJ, in the middle of all of this? Sports has stopped for the entire duration of the year, so I guess you've been okay, right?
Yeah, but of course, I missed playing pool for like 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
Since the ECQ, right?
Yeah, and when they lifted it, you can come back with precautions.
Yes.
And they lifted even further, and now we're here broadcasting pools again. And there it goes.
2 goes on the side.
Yeah,
but
he
there's
does not
no
have a shot,
on the 1.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure
if there's a push.
Yeah, if there's a push, that's the part. Yeah, now it's a push out. Yeah,
okay,
so we do have a push out. Push out can only happen after the break. Player can put the ball wherever he wants without it being a foul, and it will be an option now of the returning player
to get it or to just pass it on.
To pass it back on, right. Now with this one, Carlo's going to try to study this because this is a cuttable 1.
Yes, it's a makeable 1.
Yeah, you can cut this into the left corner as you see on your screens right there. Question now, he's thinking, why did Corteza give me this shot?
Yes.
There must be there must be
something.
Catch. Yeah. There must be a catch to this. But because if Carlo gets this, it's an open table.
Yeah, or maybe he can just hide the cue ball behind the 5.
Yeah. Now you're at the point now, if you're Carlo Biado, do you want to put pressure on Vann Corteza by executing a run out here, or do you want to play safe? He's taking all of his options to mind here. Yeah, looks like he's going to play safe.
Yeah, behind the 5.
Yeah. He's just gonna
and also calls the 7 on the corner.
Playing
just to make sure.
Shot. Yeah, playing a 2-way shot here. Oh, played it rail first.
Rail
Tried to
first.
hide behind the 5. Does he get it done?
With the help of the 4.
Of the 4 now. Vann Corteza slowly walks to the table. He does see a part of this 1 ball. And there is no offensive option, obviously.
Yes.
Just calling the 1 to the corner because he needs to make contact with the 1. That'll be really a great speed coup if he can actually put the cue ball behind the 7.
Yeah.
That'll be a victory of sorts if he can do that. It'll be almost inescapable, but he's pointing elsewhere, so let's see if he might go rail first here as well. Did go rail first, but he missed the shot.
Missed the shot. Foul 1 for Vann Corteza. And we do have a 3-foul rule here, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, 3-foul rule within the rack.
Yes.
If you foul 3 times within the rack is automatically awarded to your opponent. So if you move on to the next rack, that goes back to 0. And again, Biado with this open table. This was the key shot.
Yes.
And he's passed it with flying colors.
He was just trying to wait for Vann Corteza to make a mistake.
Yeah. That was a great safety. You got to give credit as well to Carlo Biado for executing that safety shot involving multiple balls. The coast is clear. A lot of factors as well, when you come in here. Did you sleep well the night before? Did you have a good meal coming in? How was your travel? Did you encounter traffic? All of these things play in the form, especially in a long match like this.
Yes, very, very important.
Yeah.
So it plays a lot of, psychological factors, right?
Yeah.
So
gone are the days that you can just, go drinking and smoking until like 4 in the morning and then come back for a morning session. Now a lot of these players are very health conscious, especially the younger players now. I understand what it takes. What diets do they need to stay in long matches like this?
Well, I'm not sure if they treat pool as a sport when it comes to...
They
do?
True. That's true, yeah.
Right.
I remember having a conversation with Corey Duell not too long ago. He said when he's in an airport and he's waiting for his flight and his flight gets delayed, he actually lifts his hand carries just to
really
use his hand carry as dumbbells. That's what Corey Duell does. And I said that's kind of strange, people see you doing that to your
Isn't that
carry.
Counterproductive to...
I don't know. He just does it. But he's Corey Duell, so who
Yeah.
who am I, right? To do that. But Corey Duell was saying that he does get into some kind of physical shape as well, in between tournaments. He tries to keep as fit as possible.
Yeah.
The younger players now really follow that. And once that board is passed, you can see that Carlo Biado does have a 2-rack
lead. 25-23 in favor of Carlo Biado.
And again, this being a winner's break, Carlo Biado is going to be back at the table, and he's been more successful on the break than Vann Corteza, at least here in day number 2. Of course, day 1 ended 20-17 in favor of the man on your screens. But now, of course, it's a lot closer than that as Vann Corteza. That man is trying to come back.
Yeah. Carlo Biado with that beautiful BK rush from Predator.
Yeah, well. So you're one of those guys who can actually identify a cue stick the moment you see it.
Yeah. Because
like
I'm a Predator fanboy.
It's like those people who can identify sneakers as well, when you see the kicks guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Once again, for next year, boy, we have a big slate coming up here. What the Philippines versus Taiwan, that's happening next year, thanks to our friends here at Shark. And 16-player tournament by invitation only. And I guess we're going to be finding the next great Filipino superstar from that one. And then Dennis Orculio against Shane Van Boning.
Yeah.
That'd be really great. That would be. I would pay good money to see that matchup between Dennis Orculio and Shane Van Boening.
Yeah. And on December 30, there's
Yeah.
going to be an 8-ball exhibition game
Yeah.
within our pro players.
Wow.
It's a holiday special.
Wow. We're looking forward to that. And of course, our friends here at the Shark have been doing a great job bringing back the sport of pool. Not that it's dead, it's just that they're now taking the time to actually broadcast. And with all of these different camera angles, inviting all of these great players. And, of course, the night session, all of the amateur players. Your father also involved in that as well.
Yes.
One of the players. He's a pretty good pool player, too.
So you know my dad?
George Ong.
Really?
I've been watching a lot of these Shark
okay.
tournaments as well. Yeah, with George Ong and the rest of the guys. I wonder what number he's going to be placed at today. So
we'll see about that.
Safety, yeah. Yeah, there was no shot. He got hooked behind the 5. Carlo Biado just can't seem to get any form of rhythm going because of the way he played that, Dennis, Lee Vann Corteza now has an open table.
Shot on the 4.
Yeah. We're going to drop the 5. Got a natural angle to the 6. And unforced error number 1 actually went to the side of Carlo Biado earlier. Unforced error number 2 came today, just this rack when he got hooked behind the 5 unnecessarily. Again, speed control at this table. The first to figure it out will win this match.
Exactly. Last 2 balls for Lee Vann Corteza.
Yeah, and he's going to tie things up once again. We got to check that score, though. I'm not quite sure anymore.
It's 25.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
So it's 24-25, I think.
25-24. So he wasn't going to tie it up. He was down 2. Now he's only down 1.
2-1.
Vann Corteza, yeah.
But the score is still in favor of Carlo Biado.
Yeah. So with Carlo right now, it's just a matter of a lot of misfortunes that are happening to him. He gets hooked on the 5, a miss when he's trying to prepare for his next shot, scratches on the break. So a lot of really bad rolls right now for Carlo Biado. It's preventing him from getting all this momentum.
Yes,
He's trying to take the match away. There you go. 25-24. And even the girls are getting more confident right now.
Going around with the scoreboard.
They got more swag right now, walking around.
Yeah. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors,
Yeah,
V Lugaw, Ang Lugaw ng Cubao, and Aqua V, Lulu's Apple Pie, and Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu.
All right, we're going to drop by Billy's Resort soon during the holidays, I hope. But
I hope so.
It's the apple pie that's getting to me right now. From
Lulu's Apple Pie.
Yep. Want to have some of that for the holidays.
Yes.
As the 9 ball goes down on the break for Lee Vann Corteza, who has not had a break and run out today. But despite all of that, he's only down by 1 rack. So this could be his opportunity now. First time he could have a break and run out.
Yeah, to close the gap.
Yeah. Looking at the table right now, a possible 3-7 combination. It's the only shot that we see that's out of the ordinary at this point. Ooh.
Hits the 10 and the 4.
Okay, I'm not quite sure he intended to do that. Now he's created a mess down there with the 3, 7, and 4 all together, and it's a long shot at the 2.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a 3-7-4 combination.
3-7-4. Looks like stuff that you see in video games might just happen right now. A lot of the Filipino, amateur players, they download these pool apps. And they think that they're really good at it. Some stuff only happens in video games. That didn't look as hard
Nicely
as it
done,
was.
yeah.
That didn't look as hard as it was, though.
He made it look easy.
Yeah.
Vann Corteza.
Yeah, now he's going to get to the 5-ball. He has two ways of doing this. Either push the cue ball forward or
Draw
the
out.
cue ball
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
I think drawing the ball is better than
Yeah,
just...
you're right.
Maybe he's going to hit the 7. If he does.
Oh, this will be the key shot of the rack right now. Yeah, looks like he is going to draw. Just connected with the 7, as you call it.
And lands perfectly on the 5 for the side pocket.
And getting position around now from the 5. Play this with a lot of left, I would think. Nice, playing with top.
For the corner, I think.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, that works too.
Yeah.
So Vann Corteza never taken the lead here today. He's tied it up twice. About close to tying it up once again. But even though Vann Corteza has spent more time at the table, you sort of feel that he's still not comfortable executing all of the strokes.
Yeah. But I think they're gonna get a hang of it already at this point of the match.
Well, they have been here about 2 hours prior to the first break by Carlo Biado. And this elementary 10 ball will tie us up at 25.
There you go. 25 all. There you go. And I would like to acknowledge our 828 viewers.
Wow, amazing. Thank you,
Good
guys.
afternoon.
Good afternoon from the Philippines, of
Yes.
course, wherever it is you are in the world right now. And some people on the Western Hemisphere
Are
like in
watching.
the wee hours of the morning right now, trying to watch us. Once again, we failed to introduce ourselves in the middle of each rack. My name is Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong, and we are having fun here in day number 2 of the Sharks 10-ball challenge between Vann Corteza and Carlo Biado. And you can see from the ladies passing that scoreboard around that we are tied now at 25 apiece.
Yeah. And I heard there's going to be a Quezon City Cup around September next year.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, again, everybody stay safe, of course. There is a vaccine out, and hopefully we get some good news here in the Philippines soon. But this pandemic has really changed the way we've done our lives, the new normal and everything. And it's nice to see that Billiards is coming back. Well, who's going to come back right now? Vann Corteza breaking for the lead, and he does get the 6 to drop on the break. And he has a shot at
on one.
Yeah, that's the important one. Yeah, so AJ looks like a pretty easy route now for Vann Corteza here.
Yeah. And I think I just needs to figure out the way to get the cue ball perfectly on the 2. One ball on the side.
Yeah, if he
needs
does
to draw.
Yeah, he's going to draw because if he used forward, he could hit the 3.
Or 2 rails, I think. I'm not sure.
Be
It's there.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Nice shot. Wow. Nice shot from Vann Corteza.
And the way he spun that around by avoiding the 3 ball as well. It did create some kind of an issue here with the 8 or the 10, but he's going to address that a little later on.
So far, Vann is looking good.
Yeah, looks like this table is laid out for him. Gonna enjoy his first lead, barring any mistakes. At this level, these gentlemen have been on the go for several years. In the case of Vann Corteza, he's been a professional for 27 years.
27 years, wow.
And that's just his professional career. How about the times when he still wasn't a professional career, when he was
still practicing, right?
Yeah, learning the ropes in Davao City. Looks like he might have gotten enough to get to this 4. Yeah, he's queuing as if he says everything's okay.
He fell straight on the 5.
Yeah, that's the problem now. Well, he can actually just stop it right
stun
there.
the ball right there.
Yeah.
But the 7 to the 8.
Yeah, the 7 to the 8. That's why I said that the 8 might have been, when he bumped into the 8 earlier, it could be an issue later on with something that he needs to address. Draws it back to get an angle. Now the question is, does the 8 pass the 10 in that lower pocket? Playing this with top. So apparently it does, because of the way he played it. Yeah, so even from this angle, the 8 does pass the 10. But just barely. Two balls away from taking his first lead today. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've also noticed that Vann Corteza is not as fast as he was when he started here today. He's now more deliberate when it comes to his strokes.
Making sure of every shot.
Yeah. And there it is. The lead now belongs
to Vann Corteza.
Yeah. Gentleman from Davao now is ahead 26 to 25. And once again, Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong. Thank you for joining us for this, the final day of the Sharks 10-ball challenge
between Carlo Biado and Vann Corteza.
Yeah, Vann Corteza, as we mentioned, actually won the 2017 World Championship as well, and the 2013 World Cup of Pool. Those are among his major achievements. Of course, has represented the country many times in the international stage. Won a gold medal in the Southeast Asian Games in 1999. Was held in Indonesia, and 2003 in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. That's for the sport of 9-ball, of course, and he is a 3-time 8-ball champion in the Southeast Asian Games. So we're only talking about this region. I'm looking at his rap sheet right now. All of the stuff that he's won.
A very decorative player. Decorated player.
And again, only 41 years old. That's an only in the sport of billiards, of course.
One on the side.
Yeah. Does he have a shot at the
2? Yeah, an open shot on the 2.
Yeah, could be. Just thin that one and get it to the 3. If he can do that, then he's going to start padding a lead now. Remember, Vann Corteza was down by 3 racks at one point here.
And then, now he's leading with 1 point.
Yeah. He's down 20 to 17 entering day 2. Now he's leading 26 to 25.
Nudge the 3 a little bit.
Yeah. And he doesn't seem to have any problems with the layout here. And as we mentioned earlier, the first one to figure out the break will have a big advantage in the match. The first one who figures out the table will win the match.
Will win the match.
Yeah.
Exactly. Decides to sink the 4 ball on the side.
Yeah, and he'll be a little bit of a drift there to get to the 5, but he wants an angle to get from the 5 to the 6 as well. So how will you play this? Would you play this off one rail, or would you just stop
stun the cue ball?
Yeah.
Right there, and then leave an angle for the 6.
Might be a little. Well, there is enough of an angle.
Yeah,
that's right.
To get around the 10 and
2
9.
rails. Yeah. There's
you
1,
go.
2, and, well, looks like it could pass to the side. That's
Side,
not the
yeah.
two-rail shot I was thinking of. It's probably
Yeah, around. Right?
yeah, about a foot more, but yeah, he's okay. Carlo Biado looking to tie this up once again. He's coming close, but he's okay. And sometimes that's when you start to hold your breath when the
Yeah.
cue ball starts coming near the object ball.
Last ball for Vann Corteza
Yeah.
for a 2-point lead.
Yeah, actually, Vann Corteza is more known as a 9-ball specialist, especially after winning the World Championship in 2017, the 9-ball World Championship. And 2-time gold medalist in the Southeast Asian Games. Of course, was not as successful in the 2019 Southeast Asian Games when the Philippines hosted that. Finished with a bronze medal in the doubles event, but did win 3 gold medals in the or 2 gold medals already in the Southeast Asian Games in 2015 in Singapore and in 2017 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And yeah, there it is. There he is once again. Moving on to 10-ball, actually, since 2015 when he reached the final of the WPA World 10-ball Championship. And David Alcaide he defeated David Alcaide of Spain and his Greek opponent before eventually losing to Kopin-Yi. And it's be interesting if Kopin-Yi comes over here and Carlo Biado's part of Team Philippines. What kind of revenge factor would be on that one?
And speaking of revenge, we're gonna have a rematch between Dennis Orculio and SVB, Shane Van Boning, next year.
Yeah, one of the best 9-ball players in the world, Shane Van Boning.
So our viewers better watch out for that match.
Yeah. So Philippines versus Taiwan. Then you got Shane Van Boning coming in. And then you also have that 16-player tournament here.
Yes.
It's coming up as well.
And on December 30, the
8-ball
exhibition game between our pro players.
Yeah, that's right. Still don't know who the pro players are. You might be one of them, AJ. We don't know. There's going to be a push out. Yeah, there's going to be a push out here. Oh, you're a pro commentator. Right? That's pretty good. You get paid good money for talking to me the whole day. Well, there's going to be a push out here. That 1 and the 9 is have become friends. And So I wonder what the push out is going to be here for Vann Corteza. He's going to strike the 10. Okay.
And leaves a little bit of the 1 ball, I think.
This is the most clumped we've seen the table here today. 1, 2, and 9 all together. No social distancing. And so Carlo's going to take this on, though. He's probably read through the trap.
Nicely done by Carlo.
Oh, wow. That required a lot of finesse for the 37-year-old.
A lot of accuracy.
Yeah. Went rail first, clipped the 1, avoided the 9, and now uses the 2 as a blocker. And Dennis, I keep calling him Dennis, Vann Corteza now in a lot of trouble here. What's his out? What's his escape?
I'm really not sure if he can do a masse or I think he's going to do
it's an intentional
foul.
Yeah. So again, you have a 3-foul rule here per rack. And Vann Corteza has already used up one of his, trying to just give problems now.
And Car's going to try to just squeeze the 1 into that 2-ball.
Yeah, sometimes when the layout is ugly, try to win ugly.
Yeah.
By just forcing your opponent into 3 fouls. But these are pros. I don't remember seeing somebody commit 3 fouls in a rack before.
Yeah, me too. There. So I think
By the looks of this could be foul number 2,
yeah.
though.
That's right.
Yeah, we got one foul on Vann Corteza, and that's well placed by Carlo Biado. So
At this level, even though if he just hits the one or intentionally,
yeah.
it's going to be a run out.
Well, if we just had the telestrator, you can see here on the top top long rail how we see it right now. There is an out, but again, you have to be perfect that speed. See, right behind the 2, there is an out. Just have to play with a lot of right. But you also have to be careful of
not to hit the 2
not
first.
to hit the 2, or if you hit it strong enough, also not to scratch. That's what Vann Corteza is looking at right now. So can it fit? From that angle earlier, it looked like it could. But if you hit it too strong, just slightly too strong, it could scratch. Now he takes a second foul. He takes a second foul. Wow.
So
We'd like to
we
thank
have
more
our
than 2,000 viewers right now enjoying this match with us. And it has become a tactical rack now. So Vann Corteza with 2 fouls. Carlo Biado just needs to play a similar shot.
yeah,
to
similar
what he
shot,
did.
same shot. Just hide and squeeze the 1.
Yeah, and Vann Corteza fouls for a 3rd time. This rack's going to go the way of Carlo Biado. But once again, thank you to our international audience. Our audience is in the Philippines, and our international audience watching us right now here on the Sharks FB page. And thank you for spending the better half of your Saturday morning, or wherever you might be in the world with us. Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong. And what is Carlo Biado up to now?
There's no better shot but to just do the same shot.
Yeah, he has to do the same shot, but he needs to get the same result. So I think what the second foul of Vann Corteza was to clear the way, just in case that the same shot is going to be played.
He's hitting it thicker, I guess.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, and it did make contact with the rail. That makes it a legal shot.
And there's no one rail kick because the 9 is in the way.
Yeah.
Very, very nice shot from
There's no
Carlo
room in the
Biado.
short rail as well.
Yeah. A very smart move from Carlo.
Yeah. Now again, I've been covering pool for almost 30 years. I've never seen a 3 foul committed.
So maybe this is the first time.
This could be the first time. We'll see what Vann Corteza decides to do. I've not seen that 3rd foul committed.
This shot is crucial.
Is he saying this?
Yeah, I think so. Try to jack up. Try to masse the cue ball to the 1.
Interesting. That's it. He just conceded. Yeah.
So that's a 3 foul.
And he's actually just putting everything away right there.
Or
So
was he trying to just hit the, what do you call this? The pointed part of the pocket.
he's just smiling right now and saying, "All right, boy, you got me."
You got me right there.
So yeah, that's
There
the
we
first
have it.
on me. Seeing a 3 foul, a rack end in 3 fouls among professionals, and the lead still belongs though to Vann Corteza.
Yeah, 27-26 in favor of Vann Corteza.
Yeah, when your opponent does that to you, makes you lose the rack on fouls. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like, all right, you got me, or you get angry, or I'm gonna do that to you later
Yeah.
on too, get a little revenge in there?
Maybe it affects you psychologically.
No, I think after the first foul, and then when when Vann Corteza saw that second shot by Carlo Biado, said, "All right, this is gonna go this way."
Yeah.
Might as well accept it. And it's not gonna happen a lot of times because of the way the balls just fell into place. But Carlo Biado, by virtue of winning that previous rack, is now going to be breaking once again. Trying to tie this match up. He's down 27-26. Came into this day leading 20-17. Once again, this is a race to 40. Yeah. And this layout right now is pretty interesting because he's going to be jacking up and he's going to be queuing over the 9 ball. Yeah, look at this one. He's going to be queuing over the 9 ball. He's seeing if the 7 is going to be in the way, or is he playing safe? Decides to play safe.
Yeah. Safe between the 7, 5, and 4.
I'm not quite sure if he got there, though. It looks like Vann Corteza can see part of this 1 ball. And if he can, a counter safety could be easier here. And well, he's jacking up over the 8, so Carly jumping.
Massey, nice shot. He was trying to make the 1, but instead he gets a fortunate defensive shot.
When Troy Danao says foul 1, you can hear alarm bells going off now. Vann Corteza, this is my chance to get him back for what he did in the previous rack. But yeah, Carlo Biado does have a 1 rail kick.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Here's the 1 rail kick.
There you go. Nice counter safety from Carlo.
And again, like a full ball. Yeah, Vann Corteza can see a full ball here. So what's his counter safety? What do you think? Or is he going offensive already? No, he counter safety.
There, right behind the 4. Very, very nice shot. Very nice control by Vann Corteza right there.
2 rail kick is out of the question.
He called the 1 ball on the corner.
Yeah, he's going for 2 rail kick. Nicely done. Does he sell out?
Not the easiest of the sellouts, but I think this is manageable. Or maybe the 10 gets in the way.
Yeah, you're right. So you're navigating against 2 balls. A 10 as a possible blocker for the thin shot. And the 2 could also be in the way of being clipped. So this is a crucial decision now for Vann Corteza. Does he take this shot on? Or is there another safety? If you're going to play a safety, AJ, where would you put this?
Maybe just...
it looks like he's playing safe.
Bank the 1 ball.
Bank the 1 ball. That's Filipinos love to do that. That's an offensive shot right there. If you can bank it,
bank the 1 ball and just try to hide the cue ball anywhere.
Okay, now this is still jumpable though.
A jump combination?
Yeah, jump combination. We've seen it all here today.
Yeah. Your first 3 foul on a pro match.
That. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I made myself old. I've been covering pool since 2004, so it's only 17 years, not 30 something. Yeah, this is a jumpable shot. So
a jump combination.
He's calling the 7 for the corner, but he's not bringing out the short stick. So I guess he can see part of this 1.
Yeah.
No, he's bringing it. Yeah, that is a short stick. I'm sorry. I looked like it was a regular one earlier.
Carlo Biado with the Predator Air 2.
Yeah.
Jump cue.
Well, his jump cue has opened up an avenue now for Vann Corteza. It's not the easiest of shots. You know, these are one of the hardest shots you take on. Long, no rail, straight. Yeah, he's only got half the ball because it's against the rail. Good roll.
Oh!
That's the problem.
Foul from Vann Corteza. He was trying to just...
cheat the pocket.
Yeah, cheat the pocket some way. Because there's no shot on the 2 if he just rolls the ball softly.
Yeah, that would be Vann Corteza's first major unforced error Or you could probably call that a forced error, but still, that was a shot that he could make. It was just the speed
Yes.
that did him in. So, and Carlos got all sorts of openings now. Get there though. There you go.
Nice angle.
Yeah.
For the 6.
So the error by Vann Corteza is about to be punctuated with this scoreline being tied once again.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going away here.
Stuns the 7 ball.
Yeah, it's kind of stunning the way that Vann Corteza just took that on and just played it. You're right. He tried to cheat the pocket, but there was also a lot of factors there. Of course, the speed, the angle that he was attacking,
Yeah.
coming off the rail where you can't control the direction of the cue ball. Just surprising. But no surprise here as Carlo Biado is able to make him pay.
And now we're
gonna have to double check the scores with
Yeah.
with our ladies again. Is their name Cass and
Angel.
And Angel. Yeah. So 27 all as announced by our referee Troy Danao. And there's
There we have
confirmation
it.
of that. This
27
is
all.
This is Cass, right?
This is Angel.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
Angel.
yeah.
See, now I'm getting confused now.
And now
That-
Cass.
Good assist from Angel to Cass. And there, celebrates
go.
the field goal. We're just having fun here, guys. My name is Noel Zarata alongside
With
AJ
Ong.
Ong, from the, can we call this the shark pit where we are right now?
Well, we could.
We call this the shark pit.
The
right?
shark pit.
Or the shark cage. Again, thank you for joining us here on Sharks Facebook page. This is a race to 40 and the Sharks 10-ball challenge between these two seasoned pros from the Philippines. Carlo Biado, who's breaking right now, and Vann Corteza.
We are currently tied at 27 points.
Yeah, and another successful break by Carlo Biado. Does have a shot at the one he can see it. I'm not sure if he wants to pocket it, though, from this angle.
Yeah. Is he going to cut the 1? No,
No,
he
he's
tries to
safe,
duck.
yeah.
Plays safe behind the 8 and 7.
Yeah, good balls to hide there. Looks like there's only a 1 rail escape off the long rail. I'm not even sure if
Yeah.
that's on. Yeah, I might have to play a lot with right spin, just past the side pocket, just to make contact. It's the only shot I see right now, unless he
Yeah.
opts to jump, which he still can.
Well, I think the jump shot isn't available because the 4 is in the way.
Okay.
Or I'm not sure about the
Looks like he
angle
could
that
be
we have.
jumping, yeah. He is going to jump over this 8.
I think you could see a bit of the 1 there.
Did make contact with the 1 and gets fortunate, of course, because the 1 again has no offensive option unless you want to bank it.
Yeah, nice decision from Vann Corteza.
This is going to be a bank shot. Makes sense because you do have natural position on the 2. Or is Carlo going to play safe? Yeah, he's going away and play safe again.
Or was that a two-way shot?
Might have been a two-way shot, but I don't know if he's given enough of a look on that 1 for Dennis. Dennis can't make that. Vann Corteza can't jump now. He's gonna have to play this off a kick, and the easiest kick is off the long rail. So he's calling the one ball at the corner right now. He is going off that long rail. Oh, that's the second time he's missed something like that. He's missed it thin for the second time in this match. And awards Carlo Biado with ball in hand and an opportunity to reclaim the lead in this race to 40. Remember, we are tied at 27. And it looks like it's going to be smooth sailing for Carlo Biado. Yeah, not too much of an issue right now, the way this is going to be run. From the 2 to the 4. And, yeah, that's going to be the lead going back to him. So Carlo Biado, as long as he doesn't run into any unforced stuff, looks like he's going to be able to take the lead once again here in this rack. He stretched out over the table here for this 5. Decides not to gamble with that. Will either use a mechanical bridge or probably a Q extension. He opts for the Q extension. We see this a lot with the snooker players, but now the pool players as well. They, as much as possible, they don't want to use that mechanical bridge. Want to have control over the way they cue. And control was really good there from Carlo Biado. Again, taking his time with this one. Making sure he doesn't run into any positional errors or positional mistakes, trying to get position. So not a problem anymore. So look at this. This is going to be a little bit of a journey now from this 9 to the 10. You just don't want to come up short. Well, decides to draw it anyway. You won't come up short that way. And that will be another rack in the ledger of Carlo Biado. Now taking the lead once again, 28 to 27. And this race to 40, there you go. Confirmation of that score, 28 to 27 now in favor of Carlo Biado. And again, this has been a winner's break. It is not an alternating break. To everybody who's just tuning in right now, it is a winner's break. And for a winner's break to be this close, that means that the breaking really hasn't been as consistent as they'd like it to be. Vann Corteza has to wait now for another mistake. Well, of course, Carlo Biado has actually been breaking well of late and managing to navigate his way past any obstructions or any issues that he might have here against the older Vann Corteza. These two gentlemen are separated by only 4 years, which is amazing because Corteza has been in the scene for a very long time. And a little bit of a fortunate kick there on that one ball going down. But what is not fortunate now, that since the one ball did go down, is that Carlo Biado does not have a shot on the 2. And he's going to have to push out here.
Push out.
And he's calling for a push out right now. He's going to make contact with the 8 where it lands. Now with the 2 is going to be the question. Actually opts to make the 8 ball. So there is a small sliver there where the 2 can be seen. Not from that angle, but probably from the overhead angle we can see that. And he's forcing Vann Corteza to go to a jump shot, and Corteza says, "No, thank you, sir." So the little stick is out once again for Carlo Biado. He is going to jump. Takes to the air with this one. Can he actually pot it? Almost. And it looks like it collided or hit a bit of the 5 when it went airborne. So that is a foul declared by our referee, Troy Dano. Ball in hand for Vann Corteza. So Corteza now looking at a good angle to get to the 3. And that pretty much seals the deal here. No problem clumps. No roadblocks now for Vann Corteza to get this level again. And Carlo Biado just looking at the skies again earlier on. Well, how could he have made that mistake on the jump that he set up? He orchestrated that out of the push out for Vann Corteza to go into a jump shot. Corteza said no, gave it back to Carlo Biado, and Carlo tried to execute the shot that he set up Corteza to do and fouled. Corteza's going to level this match once again. Boy, oh boy. Lots of quality pool we're seeing here today. And wherever you are around the world watching us right now, thank you for joining us here at the Sharks Facebook page. We had thousands of viewers earlier on, and thank you for keeping us company here. Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong, bringing you the call. We are coming to you from the Sharks Den, the Sharks Cage, or the Sharks Pit, wherever you want to call it, from Quezon City in the Philippines. And Vann Corteza from Davao City in the Philippines, about to draw level once again in this race to 40, 28 apiece. And you can see a little bit of a wig there coming from one of our models. I believe that is Cass. Sharks 10-ball showdown ongoing, the 10-ball challenge. Again, confirmation of our score, 28 all. If you just joined us, this is the second day of this competition. First day ended with Carlo Biado ahead 20-17. But then as soon as he broke earlier, ran into all sorts of trouble. In fact, both gentlemen have not really played their stellar game yet. We've only had one break and run out for this entire match so far, at least here in day 2. That was, of course, from Carlo Biado. And this is a winner's break. We are tied at 28. And Dennis Arculia now changing the angle of his break. I'm sorry, Vann Corteza. I keep saying Dennis Arculia. Sort of missed Dennis. And he scratches on the break yet again. Wow. It's just been that kind of a day for Vann Corteza, who's had no break and run outs so far here. And that AJ just happened off the break. The ball just slid into the side pocket. There's really nothing you can do about it, but you sort of think, boy, if you're Vann Corteza, what the heck is happening here?
Yes, another unfortunate mishap for Vann Corteza.
And again, this is going to be the key shot right here, AJ, from the 2 to the 3.
2 to the 3.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't nudge the 5.
He's playing this with some inside spin. Oh, just stopped in time. I'll come out here for the 4 as well, onto the side pocket. Stun that enough to get to the 5. Then probably go 1 or 2 rails around. Oh, up to play 2 rails now. And probably just 1 rail and see what he likes. He could even draw this back. Looks like he will. There it is, 2 rails.
Fortunate kiss
Yeah.
with that 7 ball.
This changes the angle a bit now. He's cutting blind into the 6 now. That's where he wanted the cue ball to wind up, but as you mentioned, because of that nudge on the 7, he's going to have to do a blind cut. Makeable shot, of course.
Around the 10. Nice shot.
So Carlo Biado trying to get the lead back once again. Everything else out in the open already. So Carlo Biado will reclaim the lead. We're currently tied at 28.
28 points.
Yeah, and this race to 40. So one gentleman is 12 racks away from being declared the champion of this 2-day event. So this 10 ball to go up 1 rack now, 29 to 28.
There we have it.
Yeah.
Another lead for Carlo Biado.
Who was the leader coming into today after day 1, winning 20 to 17. It's a lot closer than he would have wanted it to be. You know, you have a 3-rack lead coming into day 2. You need to pad that. In fact, lost the lead. Was down 2 racks earlier, and now it's come back winning the 3 of the last 4 racks to put him up once again. 29 to 28. It's Angel with a smile.
So Carlo Biado leading with 28 points.
Yes, and again, the break percentages, Carlo Biado is having the advantage over Vann Corteza in terms of the more successful of the two when it comes to the break. And now he comes up to break. 29-28. Looks like he's found that little spot there towards the right side of the table. Oh, but this time the 1 ball gets kicked away, but how about that? The 2 and the 3 collide, and the 3 ball goes down, and another open table now for Carlo Biado. Shot at the 1 into the side, and then could come back for the 2 in the top corner. Then the 4 is unmolested over at the right side of the table. So again, yeah, this is going to be the shot that puts everything on the roll. And with that, Carlo Biado has an open table. forced the draw there. That's scary. That is really scary. Look at how close that was, and he had
Yes.
eventually scratched. I
That was
didn't think
very
he was going to force the
unfortunate.
draw there, AJ. It looked like he was going to play 2 rails around, but he forced the draw. Wanted to play it in the easier side than, well,
Sometimes the simpler, the better.
yeah. Well, he forced the draw.
Forced to draw for a better position.
Yeah. Again, Vann Corteza has been given an open table. And just when you thought that Carlo Biado, after winning 3 of the last 4 racks, is on a roll, disaster strikes. So we're going to have another tied score. We'll be tied at 29 apiece, unless, of course, something disastrous happens to Vann Corteza's run here. Oh, that was close.
Barely makes it. Yeah.
I guarantee you he did not want to cheat the pocket there.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's going to be an easy layout here.
2 rails
Yeah.
for the 8.
And then you go back to the genesis of this rack when Carlo Biado tried to force a draw to an angle that wasn't really there just to get an easier shot on the 4. Ended up scratching into the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
The stun draw.
10 ball on the same pocket.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
29 all.
Wow.
One player is 11 racks away from victory. We just don't know which player
Which
it is.
player it is.
And now they're starting to exchange conversation. These 2 gentlemen have become very evenly matched here.
Very, very evenly matched.
And you have to see, I think it's Vann Corteza is going to ask for a little bit of a break right now. So I guess we can step away for a few moments. And when we return, we'll see who breaks this tie. Tied at 29. This is the Sharks 10-ball challenge. And we will be right back. Stay with us. All right, back with us here. Our continuing coverage of the Sharks 10-ball challenge with Vann Corteza and Carlo Biado, tied at 29 racks apiece in this race to 40. Noel Zarate still alongside AJ Ong, coming to you from the Sharks mansion. Trying to figure out
Sharks
what to call this place.
Arena.
Yeah. Well, dry break coming from Vann Corteza. And this is not going to be an easy escape right now because the 10 and the 9 are actually tied together.
Tied up together, yeah. In a huge angle on the 1. Nicely done. Nudges the 4.
And he's okay with that.
Yeah.
He still has to figure out this 9-10. How is he going
to break?
Split this apart. And don't want to play a combination as much as possible, especially when the 10 ball is involved. Yeah, so everything's pretty rudimentary until that part. What can he use to break that up? Is it going to be at the shot at the 6?
Maybe a shot at the 6.
Yeah.
So it's crucial to get the perfect angle for that.
Yeah, that's between the 5 and the 6. Yeah, so as of now, this 3 is going to go in, probably bounce it off long rail, and then just get back into the 4. There you go, long rail, right on the 4. Now, this will be the shot to set up the key shot, of course.
Yeah. 4 to the 5
Yeah.
and 5 to the
Yeah,
6.
what kind of angle is he looking for now? Plays it off of one rail and oh,
Maybe just stun the cue ball around that area
yeah.
where the 5 is. Or is he looking for a draw for the other side? Let's see.
Stuns it, as you said.
There.
Yeah.
And obviously, if he wants to break this cluster between the 9 and 10,
Yeah, this will be
he needs to
probably
draw
a
this.
7 o'clock shot, as you call it, when you're
Yeah.
looking at the cue ball.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't hit it, though. He didn't hit it.
the 9, I think the 9 goes. The 9
Oh,
goes to
okay,
the corner.
okay. Now that you mentioned that, yeah. So it was not an issue. Thought that he could be breaking that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, looking at it from this angle we see right now, yeah, the 9 does clear. Well, if he doesn't, he can break it up with this shot.
With his 8 ball, yeah.
It looks like he's drawing as well, so yeah, 9 looks like it's going to go.
Perfectly landed.
And then another draw back for the 10. Wow, great navigation skills here. Or it's the stunner for the 10. Great navigation skills here by
Carlo Biado.
Carlo Biado. And he is going to be 10 racks away from the win.
Yes, leading with 1 point right now is Carlo Biado.
Yeah. 30 to 29. And what was supposed to be a Vann Corteza rack. And then he fouls. And Carlo Biado.
Yeah, but it's still anybody's game at this point.
At this point. There's the score. 30 to 29. That's not her phone number for sure.
Cassie now passes on the
Yeah.
scoreboard to Angel.
We should do the sportscasting for the way they pass the boards to each other.
Yeah.
That's a work of art. Of course, everybody's having fun here today. Thank you once again for spending a better part of your Saturday with us here at the Sharks Facebook page. And
He would like to thank our sponsors.
there you go. Yeah.
V Lugaw, ang Lugaw ng Cubao, and Aqua V. And Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu, and Lulu's Apple Pie.
That apple pie has to be on its way here by now. Top it with some ice cream. We're good to go. Once again, Noel Zarate with AJ Ong, having a blast sharing these moments with you. Final moments, of course, of this matchup, which has gone on for 2 days. And we'd like to remind everybody on the 30th of this month, we will have an 8-ball exhibition. We're going to have some pros come in here at the Sharks Den. And in 2021, we're also going to have that matchup between the Philippines and Taiwan. Also, we're going to have a 16-player tournament by invitation. And my favorite one, of course, that rematch that we were talking about earlier.
Dennis Orculio and Shane Van Boning.
Yeah. That will be something that a lot of people will pay good money for. And Shane's going to be coming into town.
Yes.
Just for that one.
One of my favorite players.
Yeah. Without a doubt, one of the best players in the world.
Yes.
And we have a situation here now with Carlo Biado having to punch this one out.
Nice containing shot from Carlo.
He's going to have to use some distance instead of blockers.
Yeah.
And there is no offensive option. Of course, our friends who play a lot of these online pool games are going to say you can hit the 1 into the 6 and yeah, it doesn't really happen in real life. So we're going to see a safety coming up from Corteza. and hides it behind the 4. But did he?
Yeah, he hit the one ball good, and
Yeah.
I think he has a bit of the one ball there.
Yeah, he can see a bit of the 1. If not, he can mass say this.
Or jump.
Yeah. Might even have. Yeah, he's jumping. He is going to jump. So again, Biado will take to the skies. But this is a wide open table. He's leaving a lot to chance in this one. Nudges the 3. Called the 1, actually. And that's an open table. Oops, but hold on. 2 and the 6 have become an issue.
Yes. So 1 on the side, and the question is, how is he going to deal with the 2 ball?
Yeah, that's become an issue right now. So again, one of the best combination hitters in the game is Vann Corteza. If he chooses to play that combination, he can actually break it up with this shot. See if he plays this with a lot of right, and he does. He broke it up. Played it with a lot of right spin. And now he's got this crawler on the short rail.
Or maybe he's
safety.
Do a safety. But he's calling the 2 ball.
Yeah, calling the 2 ball in the corner. It's a natural path to get to the 3. He decides to play it safe. Again, using distance. And actually now it's a straight shot, so.
Yeah. No pocket on the 2.
Unless your name is Efren Bata Reyes, you're going to bank that one down
Yeah.
to the unblocked quarter pocket we see on the top of the screen there. That's, is that what Carlo's thinking about? Yeah, if that was Efren, he'd be banking this.
Are we going to see a bank shot? Or maybe the
That's a long
bank shot
bank,
combination on the 10 is also available right there.
That's asking for a lot. Though.
Yeah.
Bank shot on the 2 is on, but will he take it on? That's the question. No, he decides to play it safe. Watch out, though. Oh, wow.
And look where the 2 is starting to land. Maybe it's going for a combination of the 2 to the 10.
You're right. You know, he's going to be forcing Vann Corteza now into a combination. But another unfortunate roll for Carlo Biado. And these are the kinds of errors that we're not used to seeing from him. He's such a steady player.
That's right.
Looks like we're going to have our first abbreviated match.
And he's calling the 10 ball on the corner.
One of the best
And
in the
he
game.
gets it.
Yeah, one of the best in the game when it comes to hitting combination shots. That was for the win
Yeah.
for Vann Corteza.
Very unfortunate for Carlo Biado right there.
Yeah.
Scratched on the corner.
Well, 30-30. It's going to be this way.
Another tied score.
Yeah.
30 all. Still anybody's game.
Again,
And
one.
now we're down to race to 10.
Yep. And
There's Angel, our model,
Yep.
holding the scoreboard, passes it on to Cassie. There you go.
And they do wear jackets when they're not on TV.
Yeah,
so
because it's cold in here.
Don't be too concerned
Yeah.
if they're starting to feel warm, because Troy Dano is there to make sure that they feel warm. Give him a nice big bear hug, probably. Troy's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. And a married man as well.
That's right. That's why I'm saying he's a good guy. You know? Hands them the jackets, keeps them warm that way.
Yeah.
Gives us the big hug. All right, we are now in rack. Now we can do some math. We are now in rack 61.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm trying to avoid doing some math.
Yeah.
Well, now we're in rack 61 because we are tied at 30 apiece, and this break is going nowhere. Oh. But there are issues on the table as far as the layout goes.
Cluster the 8 and the 6.
Yeah. 7, 9, 10, that area as well. Not a high percentage shot on the 1, so looks like Carlo Biado might be heading for the hills on this one. Or unless he decides to become aggressive and say, you know what, it hasn't been rolling my way.
Yeah, sometimes you need to do that.
Yeah, he decides on prudence being the better part of valor and goes for a pretty good safety shot.
Yes, a very good safety shot from Carlo Biado, hiding the cue ball behind the 3
So
and the
what?
cluster of balls.
So AJ, what do you think Vann Corteza is
Side.
thinking? That's a quick decision he made. Looks like
Yeah.
he can kick at
Kick
this.
the 1 and he called the 10, right?
Yeah, he called it 10.
He's going for a masse kick, right?
That's it.
There.
That's a kick.
Wow.
What a great
What a
counter
great
safety.
counter safety from Vann Corteza.
A lot of players or a lot of people watching this coverage saying, you know, they're just going back and forth. Nobody's making balls. But that's actually one of the beauties of this sport as well.
Yes. Being able to control the cue ball and the
Yeah.
object ball.
Making your opponent think. And, well, Carlo Biado is calling 1 to the side. He's going to go off 1 rail and freeze it right behind the 2.
Perfectly done.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a jump shot again from Vann. And there, I
Yep.
think he's going to get his cue.
He's brought out shorty. Well, looks like he might. He's still got his regular cue, though.
Yeah,
so-
maybe thinking about a 1 rail kick and then using the 8 and 6 as a blocker.
That makes sense. But can you execute? He's gonna.
Hits the 8.
Oh, almost makes the 4 as well. But
yeah.
did he leave the table open? Remember, there's still one more issue down there. That's the 7, 9, 10 clump. And Carlo's got to get this rack to get his confidence back. You know, he's been playing well, then he gets an unfortunate roll. I mean, he's scratched into the side pocket. He's missed on a jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Carlo needs something. You know, sometimes, and you know this, AJ, you got to stay aggressive if you want to win a match, especially against
Yes.
the level of talent that he's up against in Vann Corteza.
There, it sinks the 1 ball on the corner.
It still doesn't address that issue. Probably he's just going to do it later with a 5 ball.
Or maybe we're going to see a 7-10 combination.
That could be true as well. And as far as the pros avoiding playing combinations, sometimes you really have to.
Around the 6 and lands perfectly on the 3.
Yeah, he's good with everything right now. It's just I'd be interested when he gets to the 7 ball. What would the setup shot be from the 6 to the 7? Yeah, if you're, for those of you who are watching right now, my partner AJ is using his finger to
Trying to
create,
figure out.
figure out the route.
Yeah, trying to figure out
Everything
what
right here.
Carlo
Yeah,
is
this-
doing.
This is going to be the key shot. So
5 to the 6.
it's starting to look like you're right about him playing that 7-10
7-10
combination.
combination, yes.
Yeah.
He's eyeing to get that precision.
Yeah. Not thinking of breaking up the cluster anymore.
He wants to stop that cue ball.
Yeah.
He left himself with a big angle.
Well, he has to be straight on the 7, though. Yeah, and he's already thinking about how he's going to attack this.
Yeah,
So it'd probably be one of those 7 o'clock shots again. Let's see how he cues up on this one. Yeah, it's starting to
yep,
look
you're
like
right.
it is a 7 o'clock shot. That means low left.
He wants to kill the cue ball right
Yeah,
there.
He'll kill the speed.
Oh no,
Oh, he's breaking it up now.
breaking it
Oh,
instead.
okay. But is he frozen against the 10?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be a problem.
Look at that.
And he is not happy. Anything harder, anything softer would have been okay.
Yeah. For the 7-10 combination,
Yeah,
right?
for the 7-10 combination softer, anything harder would have broken it up.
Yeah.
Right now, he's frozen against the 10. And he's calling a bank. He's calling a bank.
Or is it a kick?
Oh, could be a kick. Yeah, I'm sorry. He can't bank. It's going to be a kick, and this is going to be a gamble.
Huge gamble. Nice shot from Carlo Biado.
Oh, wow. He put himself in jail.
Yeah.
And he picked the lock.
Yes, exactly. Wow.
And that was under a lot of pressure, too. That's got to make him feel good, but it's also got
Yes,
to make
that's a
him
huge
think.
confidence booster for Carlo Biado.
But it's also got to make him think, AJ, how the heck do I get into situations
Like that.
Yeah. 2 balls away from reclaiming the lead.
Very nice recovery shot from our champion, Carlo Biado.
Yeah. Former #1 player in the world.
And sinks the 10 ball.
Yeah, that's it. He's up. 31-30.
In favor of Carlo Biado.
And now he's going to be stepping away also for a moment, and so shall we. But first, we confirm our score. Carlo Biado from La Union in the Philippines up 31-30 against Vann Corteza from Davao City. We will be back. You are still watching the Sharks 10 Ball
Challenge.
Championship.
Great.
And back with us here at the Sharks Den in Quezon City in the Philippines. We got to ask Hadley what he wants this place called. I like the Sharks Den.
The Sharks Den.
Yeah, I
that's
like
a
the
good
Sharks
idea.
Den. Sharks Mansion, Sharks Cage. Got a bunch of sharks on your screens right now. And this is the biggest shark of them all right now because he's leading this race to 40, 31-30. We were talking about Carlo Biado, 37-year-old, former world #1. Made a ball on the break, but does have, well, I don't know if the 3 is an issue. It looks like it all depends on how he plays this 2.
3 passes.
Yeah. If that's the case, then he's scot-free already here.
Needs to draw the 3 to the 4 for the side pocket.
Yeah, there's a saying, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive.
Yes, exactly.
And even if he's encountered so many mistakes, he's
An angle.
put a little bit of anger into that one. But it's not. Despite the fact that Carlo Biado's made a few mistakes, that we were surprised at his level of play. That he's actually ahead right now. Could go up 2 racks. Could go up 2 racks here. Right, so again, that is 4 balls away from taking a 2 racks lead here. So
3
break
balls
and run
away.
out. Yeah, break and run out for the second time today. And again, it's not every day that you say, into rack number 62 for today, for this tournament. That you're going to see only the second break and run out for today. And Carlo Biado's owned both of those. And there it is, 32 to 30.
Now Carlo Biado leading with 2 points for
Yeah.
for this afternoon.
Well, he knows that this is still far from over right now. One good roll or one mistake again here could bring that man back to the table, Vann Corteza. In the rematch. And this, the Sharks 10-ball challenge. So 32 to 30. It's amazing. We've been here a couple of hours and they're still smiling. Still a lot of energy.
Our girls are very happy to be here.
I'm talking about the players, actually. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the girls are okay. Yeah, Troy's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Troy's having fun as well. So again, we are just a few days before Christmas. And there, that is Cass. Am I correct?
Angel.
Oh, that's Angel.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, how could you mess that up, right? There's only 2 of them. It's a coin
Yeah,
flip.
because they're wearing both
And they're not
similar
wearing
outfits.
And they're not wearing masks too, so there is no
Yeah.
excuse. Carlo Biado's making no excuses for the way he's performed here today. He has had a roller coaster today. Down 2 racks at one point. Came into this day leading by 3 racks, 20 to 17. And now could pad to this lead. And he's been breaking well.
I think it's a
Of course,
dry
when I
break.
say that, a dry break happens.
That's what you call the commentator's curse.
That's right. That's right. It happens in all sports.
That is right.
Yeah.
And an open table for Vann Corteza.
Yeah, that one is cutting into the corner pocket as Vann Corteza looks at it. And could contain it for the 2 ball into the same pocket. So, yeah, Vann Corteza's got to be thinking offense all the way already right now. You're down 2 racks. It's the twilight of this match. Does go offensive. And then with that,
No problem
yeah.
on this rack.
everything's wide open right now. How do you want to deal with the 4 ball, though, coming off the 3? Yeah, probably in the same corner as the 3 goes in. Well,
Yeah.
It creates the angle for that, yeah. So you have a feeling that we're still far from over in this one. Of course, it's just a 2-rack lead. And now the pressure could slightly be on Vann Corteza. Not that he's behind, but now that he has to think that I can't make a mistake anymore.
Yes.
And that sometimes, AJ, and you know this, the more you think that you can't make a mistake, that's when you make a mistake.
Yes, because the pressure's all on you.
Yeah. And imagine if Carlo Biado opens up a 3-rack lead at this stage of this match, could be a little daunting. But, Vann Corteza has been around for a long time.
Yes. That is right.
Yeah, he can come back and just play his game at this point. Now here it is, from the 5 to the 6. 6 is going to go to the opposite corner pocket. Doesn't want to have to flirt with bumping into the 9. Or does he stay on that pocket? Yeah, that's what Vann Corteza is taking a little bit more time to figure out now. Yeah, he's going to draw.
And the 6 does go
Yeah,
past the 9.
It does. Just might have to settle for a longer shot on the 7, though. Let's see. Forced it back. And that's how slow the tables have been playing all
Yes.
day, folks. Under some circumstances, that might have been an overdraw. Not today.
Not at this table.
Yeah.
kills the cue ball for the 8 in the same pocket.
Yeah. So Corteza is gonna come back and cut the lead down to 1 rack.
Is he straight on the 9? Maybe
Well,
he's...
he's got to play a super draw if he is. Yeah, it looks like he is straight on the 9.
Or he can just...
Or stunner and then settle for a longer shot on the 10. Yeah, he's just going to play it off the rails.
cheated the pocket right there.
Yeah.
Not the easiest of 10. Not the easiest of last ball, but
yeah.
in his caliber, he can just cut the 10 ball right there.
And that he does.
There
Hold
you
on,
go.
hold on. Oh, wow.
He just scratched. Oh my.
That is unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate for Vann Corteza, just scratched.
Wow. Did not see that coming from Vann Corteza. And Carlo Biado is going to play one shot after his break, and that is to put the 10 ball away
There
and take
you
a
have
3-rack lead.
We have a 3-rack lead for Carlo Biado right now.
And that is something I'm not quite sure. If you're Vann Corteza, how you're probably thinking right now, how could I have played that way?
Yeah. It started with that overcooked position on the 10 ball.
Yes. But it still would have been okay, but he just hit it hard and, well, it just tracked into the corner pocket and, well, Angel doesn't care.
She's smiling.
Yeah.
So there we have it.
She gets to hold up the card anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Carlo Biado leading with 3 points right now against Vann Corteza.
If you're Vann Corteza right now, you gotta. We have a saying in sports that you have to have the shortest memory. Just move on from.
Just move on from that mistake.
Yeah.
And just carry on with your game.
So now Carlo Biado can put the pressure right now with a break and run out. He's had 2 of them already this afternoon. And it's still afternoon because the sun's still out.
Yeah. Nine deposited on the corner.
Yeah, we do have does have a 1-7 combination,
but the problem is this
2
4.
Yeah, then 2 and the
and
3,
the
of
8.
course. Yeah, how are you going to get to the 2? You're right about the 4, 8, 6. They're all there together. So not the ideal setup if you want to put your opponent in a hurt locker. Yeah, this is a 1-7. It's going to go. But where do you land on the 1?
Perfectly
You don't want to
done.
make that, though. Oh, he played as a double shot. He was going to try to make the 1
The 1
and the
2.
7
Yeah.
and get on the 2 right now. So now he's given himself a bigger problem.
Position.
Yeah, because he expected to make the 1. Now, how do you get to the 2? Well, you play with a lot of left, I think. Yeah, go rail first, play with a lot of left, and just hit it from underneath.
There.
Yeah. Oh, he snookered himself.
Yeah, snookered by 3 ball right there.
The rolls have not been kind.
Yeah, but it's okay because there's still a problem ball right there.
Yeah.
4 and the 8.
Yeah. But first, you got to get a legal hit on this. There's a 1 rail kick. That's very near the corner pocket. Yeah, I was thinking about the 1 rail kick here, but let's see. He's brought out the stick. Yeah, he's going for the 1 rail kick.
Going for that shot.
And he is bridging above the 3. So the referee, Troy Dana, is going to look at this very carefully. And after you hit the cushion, it has to hit another cushion. That makes it a legal shot, yes.
That's a good shot.
Legal, yeah. It's a sellout shot, but you're right about that 4,
4 and
8, 6 group.
Still a huge problem for this rack.
Now, I'm thinking if Vann Corteza can hit this with a little bit of force using some right spin, he could actually break that up with this very same shot. But that endangers his position on the 3. Or is he going to address this later on? No, he does not address it now, so Looks like he's going to be playing a safety with that 4 later on. And he is studying this very intently. And he's going to be sprawled on the table as well to get to this one. Yeah, as we said, he's a very tall guy. He's about 5'8", 5'9", which is tall by Philippine standards.
Yeah.
Forces
and
it
breaks
into the
cluster.
pile. Yeah.
Nicely done by Vann Corteza.
Yep. Now, does he stay offensive? That 4 is makeable, but not something that you really want to do. Does he stay offensive? He is down 3 racks right now.
He needs to be offensive at this point.
Yeah. He does go on offense.
Nicely done. And perfect position on the 5.
So Vann Corteza again will capitalize on another mistake.
From Carlo Biado.
Yeah, from Carlo Biado. And the rolls just haven't been kind to Carlo. Can't build any momentum, although he is up 3 racks right now towards the end game. But, you know, you can't give Vann Corteza any breathing space here. Now, again, remember what happened earlier. We were giving that last rack to Vann Corteza, then he scratches the cue ball on the 10. So he better be careful about how he executes this time.
That's right. The last 2 balls for Vann.
Yeah, straight on the 8. Yeah, uses the follow. He's okay.
There you go.
So 31-33.
33.
Yeah.
But still in favor of Carlo Biado.
We are now heading to rack 65 of this race to 40.
Yeah,
Once again,
65th rack.
Thanks for joining us. This is Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong. Yeah, we are coming to you from where she is, here in the Sharks Pit in Quezon City, Philippines. Our continuing coverage of the rematch between these two gentlemen. So it was Carlo Biado who won the first half. The first half.
Yeah.
And then Vann Corteza now hoping to be able to get this done. He is breaking right now.
Winner's break format.
Yeah, this winner's break format. But the problem really is it's not been an advantage. Breaking has not been an advantage today.
For both of them.
Yeah, for both of them. Because the way the table is set up, and I guess it also gets to be a mental issue now that they can't break consistently. And Vann Corteza has had no break and run out today.
Yeah.
That's going to be. Right. And he's adjusted the angle of his break once again, so it's starting to play into their heads now. He gets that 1 ball to drop easily.
And the 10 ball drops as well.
Yeah, with the 10 ball, there is no golden break, as you said.
And gets back on the spot.
Yeah. Well, luckily, he does have a shot at the 2.
Yeah. Very fortunate right there.
Yeah. He can set it up. And, in fact, he gets the 2.
The 3 is just sitting right there.
Yeah, everything's
near
good.
the corner pocket.
So, barring an unfortunate roll, this should be a Vann Corteza rack. He is favored to take this. Opts to play the 3 upstairs.
4 to the 5.
Yeah.
That's the key
that's
shot right there.
Because from the 3 to the 4, that's a little bit of right spin. Trying to get that angle now. If he doesn't get the angle, he's going to power draw this back. So he has to get the right angle. Oh, he's just going to play with a lot of top. Oh, I'm not quite sure what he's...
yeah, me too.
It's a big cut he's going to do here.
He left himself with a huge cut for the 5.
When he does the cut, does he have enough to dislodge the 6 from the 5 using 2 rails? I'm not quite sure how Vann Corteza orchestrated this in his head.
Yeah.
He's double clutched on this one. He's clutching again, so yeah, I'm not quite sure why he played that with top. It's a lot of right. And no problem making the shot there, but how do you wind up on the 5?
He was trying to place the cue ball and then
yeah, I'm trying to put it in between stuff.
put
Yeah.
it between the gap, the
Yeah.
5 and the 6.
Now, what do? Do you cut this? Do you bank this? I mean, that table's too wide open to take a defensive shot, but he still manages to do it.
Yeah, behind the 6 ball. Very nice shot from Vann.
So options now for Carlo Biado now. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna? There's a 2 rail. That's the most logical one. Is the 2 rail. He's gonna play 2 rail off the short and long rail. Or just the 1, 2. Oh, it's
Nicely
a 3
done.
attack. Yeah.
Nicely done.
And does not give an offensive option. There is no bank on this one anymore, so there's going to be another safety coming up from Vann Corteza. Yeah, and he's really studying this one. So what is he looking at here? How do you get safe? Do you hide behind the 6?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Vann is really taking his time. He doesn't want to give this to Carlo.
Well, yeah, definitely, because if Biado makes another 3-rack lead here, he is going to go the opposite way, and
Well, there's a cut on the 5.
yeah, but that's really far, and you're only working with half the ball too. Yeah, that is far. This is a 9-foot table. Yeah, he just punches it out of there, but sells it out. It appears, nope, it's still rolling. So
Not
this
an open shot.
This rack's going to take a while.
Yeah.
The way they're playing it. Full ball, another opportunity for another safety. Probably hide behind the 7. Let's see how he plays this one, Vann Corteza.
Let's see who blinks first.
Yeah, this is going to take a while, the way they're playing it. And again, it's going to be the key. From 5, whoever makes the 5, how do you get to the 6? And if this hides behind the 6, that's pretty amazing too.
Yeah, just nudge the 6 right there.
Okay, now this
But I
man
think
says
there's a 5 and 9 combination available.
but I don't know if he has enough of the 5 to make this. He can touch the 5, but it's not going to go anywhere near the 9 unless he massays this. And yeah, they're calling the 9. He's calling the 9. This is a
Jump shot, I guess. A masse.
It's going to be a massé.
Calls the 9 ball right there on the corner. Wow, barely made it. Almost hit the 9. Nice effort from Carlo Biado.
Now, what can happen here is that the 9 can go down on a billiard.
Yeah.
From Vann Corteza.
On a carom shot.
Yeah. You can billiard this in and then have a clean shot at the 5 and get better position for the 6. He is calling the 9. There's your billiard. And he has a better position on the 6. with that, all the problems are solved. And again, another unfortunate roll, but this time that was not an unforced error. That was a forced mistake.
Yeah.
Because that was an offensive shot by Carlo Biado. It just didn't bear fruit, but Vann Corteza has got his destiny in his hands right now. Down 2 racks, cut it down to 1 with this last 3 balls going down. And for all intents and purposes, Vann Corteza should have won the other rack earlier if he did not scratch on the cue ball. So
On
there
the
should have
last
been a
ball.
level. Yeah, there should be a level match, but you got to put that behind you.
Vann Corteza. Last ball. There you go.
And
Slowly
then-
creeping in to
Yeah.
tie this match up.
Oh, wow.
Vann Corteza.
They owe us apple pie if they go hill in this one. That's for sure. We might want to thank our apple pie sponsor and the rest of our
Yes,
sponsors as
Lulu's
well.
Apple Pie and
Wow.
Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu.
Yeah.
And Vilugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao.
That's right. And our 2 lovely ladies confirming our score 33-32 in favor of Carlo Biado. My name is Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong.
Yes.
And we are just having a blast here. This is high quality stuff that we're watching.
Yes.
High quality
yes,
10
indeed.
ball.
Carlo Biado versus Vann Corteza.
I'd just like to give a shout out to some of our friends who have been watching this right now. Sid Ventura is watching now. I think. Yeah, they're all watching right now. And this is going to be a good break. However,
The 4 ball got in the way.
And the 3 ball.
Push out.
And Vann Corteza elects to do a push out.
Let's see what kind of a push out happens here. Yep, that is a push out indeed. Now, there's part of the one that's being seen right now. So let's see how this plays out, because yeah, the 1 is going to be hit easily, but where does this hide? Oh, nicely done. It is too near the pocket though, so a jump shot is possible to make this one.
Yeah, but I think the 9 and 7 is too far.
Mhm.
But I guess, you know, with these players' caliber, they can control the jump.
We'll see what the decision of Corteza will be. Yep, he has the short stick out.
One. Corner.
Oh no, that was his regular cue stick. Is he gonna kick at this? Looks like
I
he's
think-
kicking
yeah,
at
it
it.
looks like.
Or yeah, he's gonna navigate this. Yeah, it's a jump shot.
He was trying
Ooh.
to masse.
Well, he hit everything but the
Yeah.
object ball.
Yeah.
All one.
And now the 4 and the 9 is tied up a bit, but I guess there's a pocket for the 4.
If you go underneath it, yeah, you'll probably get it. But
Yeah.
This now opens the door for Carlo Biado. And he's going to stun this right there for the... Oh,
He
draws
draws
it
back.
back. Yeah, it's interesting. He's going to play a 3-7
The 3-7 combination.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way to get to this 4 ball and make it is actually go underneath it.
Yeah. Well, it's available on both ends of the corner
Yeah, yeah.
pocket.
Kind of a... Is he going to play a draw on this one? Looks like he is. Off of 1 rail.
For the side.
Yeah. Or probably even the corner. We'll see. I mean, he's also stopped for a bit now to look at it once again. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he wanted to land in that spot, though. Well, did clear it without touching the 9 and the 8. He got a straight in shot now for the 5. It looks like everything's in the clear now for Carlo Biado. A little bit of a spring in his step right now for Carlo Biado. Again, that shot just displays how slow these tables are.
Yeah.
Well, this table in particular, but not a problem here. 34-32 now. Carlo Biado
Leading
6
with
racks
2
away.
points.
6 racks away from claiming victory here in this marathon of a duel. I mean, sometimes we call a race to 15 a marathon. This is a race to 40.
Race to 40, yes.
What's the longest you've ever played? I mean, race to how many?
Race to 15.
Yeah, me too. I find anything over 15, it's like it's just going to drain you. Or what my friends and I used to do is we used to play a tennis match. You know, whoever gets the 6 racks first wins the first set.
So you play tennis?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's like a tennis match. You know, we just put it, whoever wins 6, like if I'm leading 6-2, okay, I get the first set. Then next set is going to be like if I lose 4-6, he gets the second set. Then we get race to 5. It's like 7 hours at the table. I mean, you have nothing.
But that's good practice.
That's good practice. Nothing better to do. And then, you know, just end up playing until the sun goes up. That used to be the life.
Yeah.
But for these players, you know, that's what happens on a daily basis. These are professionals. They get paid.
Yes.
To play pool. Well, you and I have to earn a living.
Yeah. 34-32 on the scoreboard in favor of Carlo Biado.
Let's see if Carlo can now put this pressure with another good break here.
I think it's going to be a dry break once
look
again
like it,
from Carlo Biado.
Unfortunately for Carlo Biado, though, there is that 1-5. And Vann Corteza is looking at it with disdain at this point, saying, boy, I had an open table except for that. There it is, 1-5.
5 got in the way.
Yeah.
So he needs to think of a defensive approach.
I could probably just nudge the 1 and the 5 together, you know, put them in a line and just send the cue ball down table.
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably the only option from this angle. Oh, but he played it differently. Oh, using this club.
And look where the cue ball landed, and there you go, first foul.
Vann Corteza can't believe that one just rolled in from that angle.
Yes, from
into
that
the
angle.
side.
Very steep.
It didn't even look, the way it was slowing down, didn't even look like it was going to come close to the side
To
pocket.
the side pocket. And now Carlo Biado thinking about how to run this rack to solve this riddle.
Well, there is a problem with that 3 and 5
3
together.
and 5 cluster.
Yeah. 3 is not available in either side, it appears.
In any pocket, I guess.
So he has to
break this cluster.
be using the 2 ball, it appears. I'm not sure if he's going to draw using the cue ball after the 1 to hit this one. So he could get snookered behind for the 2. All right, there's going to be a lot of creativity going into this shot. And this is how Carlo Biado has made a name for himself. Oh my goodness,
there
what
we
a
go.
shot. What a
Nice shot from Carlo Biado. Nudges the 3.
So he's opened it up, but not quite yet, because now here's your key shot, AJ, coming from the 2 to the 3. He's playing a power draw, it appears, off 1 rail. Oh, he stuns it, actually. Did he make it?
Nicely controlled.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Looks like he made it. May have gotten it.
I think he got there.
Wow. Well, that took a lot of confidence to strike it that way, knowing that the 4 ball might be a snooker ball, but yeah, now it's open, wide open.
4 on the side, 5 on the corner.
Yeah, that appears to be no issues here anymore. That is a small window to the 6, though, but yeah, Carlos figured this one out already. He's actually pointing to where the cue ball's going to land. It's a stun slide shot, perfectly done.
Perfectly in between the 10 and 9 ball.
So this is going to move him to within 5 racks of taking the match.
He wanted that cue ball to bounce more.
Yeah. You can't have it all, that's for sure.
Yeah. Not in this table, though.
Yeah. And this could be the norm already for all of the professional players on tour, that you got to expect tables to be slower, a lot slower nowadays, because of the kinds of lights being used, especially on the TV tables like this. It's no longer the incandescent hot bulbs. When it's just LED lights, it doesn't really play a factor on the table right now. 35-32.
35-32.
Carlo Biado is now 5 racks away from victory. And he will be breaking in the next rack.
There we have it, our confirmation of our scores for this event.
You know, it's getting closer to dinner time when their smiles are starting to fade, right? I'm just kidding. Yeah, but they're still smiling. Oh, they're still hanging on there.
Still hanging on there.
Yeah. Troy Donnell looks like he's having a snack every in between racks. Lucky guy, huh?
Yes, and of course we would like to thank our sponsors for this event: Lulu's Apple Pie, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, and of course V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao.
That's right. So here we go. It is 35-32 right now as Carlo Biado could be 5 racks away from the finish line. There goes a ball.
7 goes inside the pocket.
But no shot on the 1. And it's been a problem.
Yeah.
He's had 2 breaks and runouts, but remember, we are in rack 60-something already.
Yeah.
And
Nearing to the conclusion of this match.
There is a 1-6 combination. He's got to avoid putting it on the push out.
So is he going to
probably go underneath
kick the
this?
1?
Yeah. Or is he going to kick? Because he can go for a push out right here.
Or a push.
6.
See, he's going for the kick and combination on the 6.
A way to stay aggressive then if you're Carlo Biado. Yeah, that is frozen together. It's like no matter what angle you hit it, it's going to go in. But see if he hits it with the right speed.
Whoa,
he missed everything.
Missed that 1. And look.
And it looks like he rushed the shot too, AJ. I'm not quite sure, but the moment he struck it, he stood up immediately.
Yeah.
Looks like he rushed that shot, and now that combination will belong to Vann Corteza, unless he's looking at this 1-9-10.
1-9-10 combination right
goodness,
there.
That's what he's looking at right now, the 1-9-10.
He's checking on that 3-ball combination.
10. Corner.
And he called the 10-ball.
One of the best at making combinations in the business.
Vann Corteza.
Vann Corteza. He's hit a 3-ball combination earlier today, but this one is for a win in a rack. And what a way to punish Carlo Biado if he's successful, but if he's not, we'll figure it out now.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, barely made the 10-ball on this corner.
He is not successful this time. So Carlo Biado is still alive. No shot at the 1 offensively at least. So unless he can cut this, I'm not quite sure. Because if he does cut it, there's a 3-10 combination coming up.
If he wants to go crazy, maybe banks the 1
that's
on the
ridiculous.
3
That's
10
ridiculous.
combination.
I mean, I don't think Efren would even take this one on. But hey, who knows, right? He is going for
a cut shot, I guess.
cut shot. No, he's going safe.
Going safe. Using the 4. 4 in the 6.
And again, that 3-10 combination is on. So whoever gets, Vann Corteza is calling for the 10. Yeah, I just made contact there with a 1.
Is this going to be an open shot? Yeah.
It can be to the side, yeah.
So obviously the last ball would be the 3-ball because there's an open combination right there.
The only combination that you need to know about right now. Yeah, so
probably 1 on the side.
Yeah. It will be 1 on the side and then try to come up. Oh, watch out.
Oh,
wow, that was close.
That was close.
That was so close.
So he has a
35-32 right now.
2 corner.
Calling the 2 for the corner.
Yeah,
this is
he has a
gonna
natural angle for that 3-ball right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't nudge the 10 if he hits this perfectly. Uses.
Oh, he nailed the 10, and that's not what he wanted.
Yeah.
And the worst part is the 3-10 combination is still on.
Still on, yeah.
And Vann Corteza has been dodging bullets left and right.
I think Carlo was trying to use the 10.
And Vann Corteza is doing a smart thing right now. You don't want to be straight on it, play the billiard, and just get out of there. And look at this
with that smile in his face right now. Vann
got away with
Corteza.
something. It's like he just stole his wallet in front of him.
Yeah. But Carlo's still leading with the
he
2
is
points.
35-33, but you know that miss by Carlo Biado is now starting to play in his mind, and well.
And a huge smile from our angel
Looks
from
like,
our model
looks
angel.
Like Troy might have shared some of his food.
I guess
That's
so.
why they're smiling over there. And here comes Troy.
Okay, so we would like to thank our sponsors once again, V-Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, and Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu. And of course, our Lulu's apple pie.
Break 35-33.
And 35-33. One of our friends is also watching. His name is Captain Stag. So,
Captain Stag, I know who that guy is. Captain Stag.
is watching right now. So you're always gonna. Oh, that's a nice break on that break. You're always gonna get a lot of respect if you name yourself after your bike. So with that going down, clean shot at the 2. Just orchestrated for the 3, and this looks like it could be an easy rack for Vann Corteza.
For Vann Corteza.
He's a little too straight
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this 2.
He fell straight on that 2 ball.
Not sure if he can cheat this by doing that 7 o'clock shot that we keep on mentioning.
Or
If
I
he
think
plays
he's
a
going
follow,
to,
I'm not quite sure if he can play with a follow though.
to draw this ball.
Yeah, the draw.
Or he's going for the follow shot.
Yeah.
Top English. Or
It's a 7
I
o'clock
don't know.
shot. Exactly what we're talking about. Or is
Still
that
the
a-
same?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, just
he
stunts the
stopped it.
ball.
Yeah, he played a 6 o'clock shot with a lot less muscle. So, yeah, he's going to take his chances cutting this.
3?
Yeah.
I think he's going to just stop the ball right there. I'm not sure.
Probably a safety
Behind
as
the
well.
9, I guess.
Yeah, he is going to play safe.
Behind the 7 or 6 rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Very, very nice control from Vann Corteza.
And Carlos saying, I've already got a headache trying to recover from the last game. You're giving me another one right now.
Another one right now.
Yeah, so I don't see it. What, 3 rails? What do you think?
Yeah, goes around for 3
Yeah,
rails.
3 rails.
Hopefully hitting the 3 ball.
1,
2,
2, 3. Yeah,
There
it is.
you go.
Oh,
And
and
a
he gets a
counter
counter
safety from Carlo Biado. Very nice shot.
Even our cameraman had to clap for that.
Yes,
one.
for that shot right there. Wow.
Well, earlier Carlo Biado was suffering from really bad rolls. He gets a good roll this time.
Yes.
And usually when you're playing against somebody, you just wave your hand and say, I didn't mean to do that. I'm pretty sure Carlo didn't wave his hand on that
Yes,
one.
because he intended to do that shot right there.
Amazing counter safety.
Vann acknowledges the
There
counter
is an
shot
out.
right
Yeah,
there.
there is an out. It's a 2 rail out probably by using a lot of right spin, or you can actually do this as well. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get that done. And the problem is he's also parked in front of the 4 ball. So he is going to play a little bit of right using 1 rail. And he missed it.
He missed the ball. Missed the 3 ball now. Ball in hand for Carlo Biado.
Come on.
And the resurrection of the 6 from the rail didn't really bother the angle now for the 3. Yeah, so this should be an elementary out for Carlo Biado. But he doesn't want the... Okay, he's changed his mind. This actually might be the easier plan. Just go for the side pocket. Just roll that up a bit for the 4. And get the angle to go around for the 6. There you go. Now you go around for the 6 is the question now. And barely gets there. Oh, sorry, there was a 5. I'm sorry, I thought I was looking for the 6 already.
6,
The 5 is
yeah.
there. Yeah, we need apple pie.
Apple pie right now.
Yeah, that'll
Lulu's
be-
apple pie.
That'll be really good. We can have 2 of each. Yeah, probably save some for the girls.
Yeah.
Slice perhaps.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. Okay, now he's okay with the 6. And Carlo Biado is inching closer and closer to the finish line.
That is right. Carlo Biado on a roll right now. Final 3 balls for this rack.
Yeah. This is going to give him a 4-rack lead. Is it a 4 or 3-rack lead again? I think it's a 3-rack lead. Going to double check from our ladies with the boards.
Yeah. Perfect on the 9. Just to roll or just stop right there
Yeah, stopped it.
for an easy 10 ball.
You're talking about the stamina of these two gentlemen.
Yes.
It's been 2 days already. They've seen each other here, and
36, 33.
I guess that is now
3.
confirmation. It is a 3-rack lead.
Yeah. 3-rack lead.
Yeah, 36 to 33.
Carlo Biado
You know,
on
the
a
nice
roll.
thing about covering with you, AJ Ong, is at the end of this, you get to do the post-game interview while I get the apple pie.
And there we have it, 33-36 in favor of Carlo Biado.
Yes, and again, this is Angel passing it to Cass. Am I
This
correct?
is Cass now,
Oh
passing
my
it on to
goodness,
Angel.
These girls are just killing me right now.
Yeah, they look similar.
So this is Angel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just look at the tattoo.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at the board.
the
I'm
board.
looking at the board. That's the most important. The tattoo can't give you the score.
Yeah.
Can give you so many other things, but not
Yeah,
the
but
score.
not the score.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And Vann Corteza. And now we pan to Carlo Biado, who's got the shark behind him. Will he be the shark that survives tonight?
Yes.
4 racks away. Okay, that break draws nothing again. I mean, the 9 was so close. And an open table now for Vann Corteza. So the plot thickens here. Yeah, he's got that 1 ball onto the side, and it appears the 2 ball passes the 4. Oh, went at the corner pocket. Oh, plays the combination to stop it too. So the way he played it, he's saying to us that the 2 ball passes the 4, although we are looking at the top view, looks like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Is he calling the
But
4?
he's calling the 4 ball? Not sure.
Oh, he plays a safety
Plays
shot.
a safety instead.
I guarantee you that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to stay aggressive,
Yeah.
especially after making 2 balls in 1 shot. But again, he has to retreat and let Carlos shoot himself in the foot. This is going to be a finesse kick or a wild kick using the short rail. It looks like Carlos looking at that wild kick on the short rail. But now looks back at the finesse kick off the long rail. So what's it going to be for you, AJ?
Maybe the long rail.
Yeah,
And
so-
call the 4. Call the 4 ball. But in this case, it
Yeah.
does not.
Yeah, you just got to play the safety. And he sells it out.
Yeah.
Sells it out. Now, usually shots like this is a 50-50. Are you going offensive or are you going defensive? This is a 50-50 decision now because,
Behind this 6 would be good.
yeah, that's an easier safety shot
Yeah.
instead of going on the offensive trail with your right-handed player going for a blind shot Or maybe no. He's going to the other corner pocket, so there's still got to be offense. Interesting.
Wow. There we go. Vann Corteza trying to be offensive in this rack.
Yeah, so but I don't know if he landed enough on the 3 to get a good shot at it though.
It's makeable, but it's
yeah, it's like
not
I'd
a
probably do it.
guarantee.
I'd probably do it in practice, not in actual competition.
Yeah.
But that is a great result. A great result from the safety.
Hides the ball behind the 8 and the 5.
Right,
Yeah.
3.
The 3 is called into the side. Okay, so he's going to use one rail to get into that 3. Oh, actually, want 2 rails to kick behind
Wow.
the 3. And a
Nice
safety.
shot.
Wow, Carlo Biado has been impressing us
Very,
today.
very impressive shot.
Yeah, with his safety play.
Using the 10 ball.
Yeah, 10 ball is the main blocker, and again, the rail disallows a jump shot. So
And the 6 ball right there.
yeah, and there's gonna
Blocking
be,
the...
Well, he's gonna try to attack it from that short rail too.
Using a little bit of masse,
That's
but
a
hits
foul.
the 4 instead. So it's a foul shot from Vann Corteza. And leaves Carlo Biado with a combination shot.
Yeah,
3 to the 4. And there we have it. Carlo
yeah,
calls the 4 ball.
yeah. And then the 3 is gonna be near the pocket, so he has to be concerned about the speed of the shot as well. It's not just about making it; it's about making that 3 ball also after the 4 goes down. So there you go.
Perfectly done.
And then yeah, he's in the clear now.
By the looks of this rack,
Yeah.
Carlo Biado is going to finish this. A cleanup from Carlo Biado.
This is going to put him 3 racks away from victory.
Three balls away.
And again, you sort of miss. I don't know if we're using. We are using the cue ball that has the multiple dimples on it.
Yeah, 6
Yeah.
dots, I guess.
Yeah, the 6 dots. And it's sort of like a training tool for everybody who's watching right now and are amazed at how these professional cue artists just manage to put the ball wherever they want.
Yeah.
You get to see how the
How
shots
the,
react to
the
this.
cue ball rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the spin goes.
Yeah, well, the easiest way to learn is with this kind of a cue ball with the multiple dimples.
3-7, 3-3.
And there we have it. 37 points.
Damn.
Carlo Biado leading.
Yeah. 37-33 now opens up a 4-rack lead. Again, 3 racks needed now by Carlo Biado to win.
And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors. Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao.
Yeah.
And Lulu's Apple Pie. Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu.
Uh-huh.
And of course, Aqua V.
Of course, our
And of
friends
course,
from Bugsy Promotions, Bugsy
The return
Promotions.
of Bugsy Promotions.
Yeah, watch out for Bugsy Promotions, boy. We have a loaded 2021 for you guys. As we got
A lot of billiard action. coming
Philippines
right up.
versus Taiwan. That's what we're looking forward to. Guys like Ko Pin Yi coming here, Yang Ching Shun. Hopefully, we get the whole group. And of course, a 16-man tournament.
Yes.
Seeded tournament, invitational. Why wait until this 2021? December 30, we have an 8-ball exhibition here
Yes.
in
And
our
of course,
Shark Den.
let's not forget about Dennis and Shane Van Boning.
That's the one I want
The
to watch.
rematch. Me too.
Can't believe that we can actually get paid to watch
Yes.
these 2 guys go at it. The 10 ball went down on the break, so it's irrelevant. It's going to come back up. But
To
the
the
point
spot.
is, a ball came out, went in on the break. And the issue now is the 7 and the 3 are married to each other right now, and that is the object ball. The 3 ball is the object ball. Splits it up and uses this
10 and
4
4.
wall.
Nice shot.
Amazing speed also on that one. And Vann Corteza is now probably thinking, I'm down 4 racks right now, and he's giving me all sorts of problems, but he does make contact. Does he make the 3 in the process?
Nope.
No.
But if he does, it's
It's going to be a foul anyway.
it's what do you call this? A decision between
Uh-huh.
the players if he's going to take it or not.
Yeah. Well, Carlo Biado right now can pot the 3 into the side pocket. Question is now, what shape does he get on the 4? Because he has to thin this practically, because the part of the 6 is covering the 3.
Yeah, it's on, but it's thin.
And then you have to play this as a combination later on now for the 4-10, I believe, is a combination that he's looking at right now. Because the 4 has no other way of being a factor unless it's a 4-10. Or he can do this.
Tries to go around.
Which is risky. Oh, 4-10 it is.
Wow, yeah. Nice shot from Carlo.
It's either he went very soft or very hard. He chose to go around the table.
Good thing he avoided the 7 ball right there.
Yeah. 4-10.
Is the 4-10 combination or billiard on? Maybe the
Not quite sure.
the
but
combination is better
Yeah,
choice.
the combination would be a better choice. He billiards this with a lot of top. He might, make the cue balls skip a bit. But he was thinking about this. This is a very, very important decision, because he makes this, he's up 5 racks. If he misses it, that gives momentum. It gives Vann Corteza an open table.
Yeah. Maybe
You just
what
call the
did he
4?
call? The 4 ball?
What is his decision now?
Banks the 4 ball right there. Nicely done.
Okay, that's another way of
Wow.
doing it.
Yeah.
So momentum clearly on his side now.
Yes.
To get to the 5, the 6, he just has to avoid that 10. After he makes the 5. That's
Goes
easy.
around for the 6.
Yeah. So this is going to put him at 38 to 33.
Yeah, and just 2 racks away if ever he clears this last 4 balls. Seven to the 8. Nine on the same pocket.
Yeah, just stop the cue ball right there for the 10. Wow.
There we have it.
This is going to be the largest lead now
Yeah.
of this
Carlo
match.
Biado.
38-33. 2 racks away now for Carlo Biado. 2 racks away before AJ Ong gets to interview him, if in case he does win. Of course, Dennis, or make that Vann Corteza is still in this match. What is that? Oh, I thought she was giving the price of how much it would take to order something around 38 to 33. Okay, so yeah, these two guys have been friends in many competitions, and they're now looking at one guy, and could be this guy, Carlo Biado, 2 racks away from victory here. So
That is right.
38 to 33. So he, again, as we said, has been the more successful in terms of the break, and he does make another ball. As the 2 ball goes down, and the 1 is seen. Yeah, the 1 is seen. Oh, check that. The 1 is not seen. Looked like from the top angle it was. So could expect another push out here. It is a push. So he's playing into another jump shot. And this is like the 3rd time he's done this already off a push out. And Carlo Biado just, makes... There you go.
Using the 8.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now the table is open. So Levan needs to think of a way to hit the 1 and not sell out.
Well, he sold out.
But he sold out.
Yeah. Not only did he sell out, he's put every single ball on the table. And there's no traffic here. No traffic at all. Yeah, there are no obstructions. Yeah, so this could put Carlo Biado on the hill.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Nice scatter for the balls as well.
No problems or whatsoever. Carlo Biado, smooth sailing.
Yeah.
For his
Yeah, he's just making the cue ball exercise. Go back, go forwards, go back, go forwards. He's going to make this go forward a bit, probably even just stop it right there. Now he just made it go forward.
looks like an elementary practice table right now for Carlo Biado.
And he's just going to drop this 9 into the side, and then 10 ball follows suit down the corner, and he will be on the hill.
Wow. He wants to get perfect on that 10.
And he is just also flexing his muscles right now, saying, I've understood this
There
table
you
already.
go.
Another break and run out.
And Carlo Biado on the hill.
Yeah. So 39 to 33 is our spread right now. Okay, you tell us who this one is.
This is Angel.
Okay. Because they
Angel
change. I'm telling you, they change
and
uniforms.
passes The,
And
the
that's
board
Cass.
to Cassie.
Okay.
There you go. So
Hey,
the score
you guys
is
are going to see a lot of these
33-39.
these girls. I wonder who she gave that kiss to, but
To you.
Troy was under the camera somewhere. No, I'm just saying that all of these young ladies and so many others are also going to be here the entire time with our Shark Facebook page. Thank you for watching us right now, wherever you are around the world, and thank you for supporting once again Bugsy's Promotions. They're back.
Yes, the return of the Bugsy
Yeah.
Promotions
Yeah.
by Hadley Mariano.
Yeah, Hadley's done a great job actually inheriting the responsibility of
Yes.
becoming, the god of pool in this country, I would say. But We like to kid with Hadley, but he's doing a great job, really. And the 3 ball goes down once again. And a shot at the 1, but
The position
yes.
for the 2 is the problem right now.
And we're looking at that layout, and so is Vann Corteza interested to try to make something out of this, despite the fact that Carlo Biado is already at the hill, on the hill, with a 6-rack lead. Wants to prolong this. So he will opt to bank.
Bank, but will he sell out? No. Nice. We call this
A two-way shot.
two-way shot.
Yeah. And speaking of comebacks, I remember there was one match before featuring Marlon Manalo against a foreigner. I forget his name right now. The race to 9. The foreigner was up 8-0. 8-0. And we said it was over. And Marlon Manalo went on to win 9-8.
Wow.
So you can't discount anything in this game. It's like the most ridiculous comeback I've ever seen.
That's what we call the hard way.
Yeah. 8-0, and Marlon Manalo
Yeah.
just stormed back. I believe this is 2005. Marlon Manalo just showed, served notice that he was one of the up-and-comers at the time. So great safety play here by Vann Corteza. And there is a direct path at the 1. Where does he hide it, though? Carlo Biado. Well, he sold it out.
An open shot on the 1.
Yeah. So Vann Corteza is not yet extinct. He's still an endangered species at this point, but he's
Yeah.
not extinct.
But he needs to bring his A game.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that wasn't part of his A game. Neither is
Not even close.
even his B game.
Yeah. So will this be the last rack for tonight?
Well, the table is wide open.
Yeah.
And the only question now is, can Carlo Biado land?
Perfectly.
Oh,
on
but
the
he's gonna
2
bank this. He's actually gonna bank
Yeah.
this.
for the position on the 2 ball.
Yeah. Because if he had played it otherwise, he might have lost position on the 2. So he's calling
Yeah.
bank. That's perfect.
And perfect.
So we could be sending AJ Ong down in a few minutes, barring any catastrophe here from Carlo Biado with this open layout. 1 rack away. Guess you're going to have to just ask them how they felt about the way they played here today, and what were the struggles that they had to go through. This is not an easy shot. Oh, almost missed it.
Almost missed it.
So there are times in the past where we've seen somebody throw in the towel already. I believe Earl Strickland has done that several times. He was up against Efren Reyes or Django Bustamante. He would just say, "Don't just throw in the towel."
Throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Last 3 balls for the championship.
There's so much respect between these two guys, and I think, Vann Corteza is just gonna say, just run it out. Two balls away. And this is for the championship. And there it is. So
There we
Carlo
have it.
Biado.
Carlo Biado wins
Yeah.
the match.
Probably you can ask them when you go down how they just felt about going up against each other, and how how it was, the quality of this match, because Carlo Biado had, AJ, remember, he had sunk the cue ball several times. He had
Yeah.
bad rolls. Just when it looked like he was going to sink, he comes up with this excellent safety play, and the rest is history right now. So the Sharks 10-ball showdown actually is won by Carlo Biado from La
Carlo
Union
Biado,
of
yeah.
the Philippines. What a great match it's
Yes.
been. Well, your assessment of the quality of play we've seen here today. And you're going to have to check that out a little later on. Of course, we're going to send AJ down in just a few moments. So once again, stay with us. We will have the final interview and the awarding for these gentlemen who have done our sport very well today. Once again, 40-33, the win by Carlo Biado over Vann Corteza and the Sharks 10-ball showdown.
AJ Ong. And here with me is Vann Corteza. So Van, how are you feeling today?
Eto, medyo hindi maganda yung nangyari sa game kasi ayun na nga, ang dami kong mga safety na mga magaganda. Kaso lang, siyempre, naka-counter ni Carlo. Kaya, hindi ko, walang swerte.
Yun na nga, akala ko kanina talagang kaya mo ng iratsyade eh.
Actually, akala ko makakadikit na ako eh. Kaya gumagawa ko ng paraan na kung paano makadikit. Kaya I play good safety but unlucky.
Ayun, so next time siguro, no? So on the other hand, here with me is Carlo Biado, our champion for tonight. So Carlo, anong masasabi mo sa ginawa mong performance kanina?
Masaya kasi nanalo ako sa rematch namin. Bago yun, nung umpisa medyo struggle ako sa break. Kaya humanap ako ng way para makahulog ng bola sa break. Kaya dinala ko yung pamato dun sa malapit sa banda, sa rail. Kaya yun, dun ako nakaarangkada. But in the end naman, sinuwerte ako. Kaya ano na.
Yun na nga, maraming ang ginawang magandang diskarte tong si Carlo Biado kanina. So yun, so ito po ang ating conclusion sa pangyayari. This tonight's challenge dito sa Sharks 10-ball showdown. So I am AJ Ong, ang ating chick boy dito sa Sharks 9-ball na dapat abangan nyo every night too. So I would like to thank our sponsors, V Lugaw, ang Lugaw ng Cubao, and Aqua V, and of course Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu. So ito na mga Shark Fanatics natin. Susunod naman ngayon ang Sharks 9-ball showdown.